Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? Where the hell my mother is? Oh well. Ain't find nothing when I'm looking for it. How everybody doing? Can y'all hear me? Afternoon, everybody. I'm just sitting here working, doing some work for a client or whatever, doing the protection. They said, well, somebody contacted me, said they wanted some protection, you know. So that's what we doing today. Gratitude, gratitude, peace, prosperity, and abundance to you too. So you got a jar. Uh, like when you're doing these too, you need like a jar with one of these little small jars. You can use them, or you can use a mason jar. So, and you want to cleanse your jar too. So let me rinse this out. Then I'm gonna cleanse it with some sage smoke. So I'm just showing y'all a little bit because I don't have the rest of my materials yet. They coming in the mail. So I'm just showing y'all a little part of this. Dry it out because we don't want it all moist up in there when I put these materials in there. What y'all got going on today? How y'all day going? So with okay. That's what's up. So boom, we got a clean jar, right? Thank you for sharing the live. If y'all don't mind, will y'all tap the screen for me? I don't know where my remote is. I'm trying to play some music. This is crazy. Let me see. Gotta be in here somewhere. Yeah, that's weird. Well, anywho, let's see here. So, got the sage, right? Y'all tap the screen for me. We get clowns on out of here. I don't got time for no trolls. Like, I don't even entertain that shit. I don't spend no energy on it. But good afternoon. Good afternoon, Gunther. So we got the sage, right? Get that lit. Okay, that's what's up. So letting that smoke get inside of there. Y'all see that? Y'all see the smoke? Cause I can't see it on the screen, but it's smoking. It's smoke coming in there. Okay. I found my tripod with my light on it. I was like, man, let me look, cause I remember leaving it here, but I didn't remember if I left it or if I took it with me. Right? Okay, cool. So, uh, I got that. Now I'm using red brick powder, which is in the mail. I'm using sulfur. That good for protection. Also black pepper, cloves, and St. John's wort. Good for protection spells. So I'm gonna put some St. John's wort in here. In fact, let me stick that on this baggie. Cause I used this baggie that the St. John wort came in. I just put it in here and put the stick on there so I know what it is. And I'm like, why should I go buy me some mason jars? And I got these jars right here and they work just as good. You know what I'm saying? Just as good. So I'm putting that in there, spilling a little bit. That side, I'll vacuum that up later. Let me go this way with it. Kind of let y'all see what I'm doing here. So, see, Put a little bit more in here. I ain't gonna put too much, just enough, because I gotta fill this up with some more stuff in here, y'all. So we got that. I got some clove, as you can see. Put some of this in here. So we got clove and St. John's wort in there. Thank you for liking, tapping the screen. I appreciate it. So we're gonna put that in there. And let's see here. I'm gonna put a little cinnamon in here for some for her finances. Just cause I know she in school right now. And she's working on getting her life together, you know what I'm saying, to get her money right. So I'm BR. I'm branching out from my Norse magic. Okay, that's what's up, Gunter. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Uh, so we got that, right? Roll that up like a bag of weed. Put that over there. So I'm gonna put a little black pepper in here. Just a little bit, not too much. So there we got the black pepper in there. But y'all talk to me. What y'all got going? Hi, King and Hi, King and Queen. Hey, how you doing, Ambitiously Unique? Gratitude. Thank you for joining the live. Thank y'all for tapping the screen and sharing my stream. Be right back. So, boom, right? So, when my other supplies get here, I'm gonna add that to this, and then I got this paper right here that I'm gonna use, right? And on this paper, just tear a little piece off. Nothing too big, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna write this person's name on here, and I'm gonna write like that pen I just had. I'm gonna write, I am protected I don't know what that was about. Y'all still there? Thank you for tapping the screen. So I'm gonna write I am protected, right? So all these things that I have here are natural herbs, right? No, nothing illegal. I don't know what that restriction or whatever that was about, but I don't have nothing illegal, or I'm not smoking nothing on here or drinking. So miss me with that BS. Yeah. So I'm writing I am protected. Uh, with I am invisible to my enemies, right? That's what I'm putting on here. Oh, okay. That's what's up. I know that's right. Doing your thing over there. So then I'm gonna write her name, which I'll do in a minute after I get off live because I forgot how to spell it and I don't want to spell it wrong and it's on my phone. I didn't write it down yet. But pretty much, and after I'm gonna just, roll this up like this, like a little scroll or something. See, just rolling it up. And I'm just gonna drop this in here. I need to tear a little bit of this off. Yeah, because I can write her name right there next to that. And I don't need all this extra paper on her. Boom. So I wrote that on there. Roll it up. Matter of fact, let me roll it this way. Because we sending this energy out. So I rolled it away from me. Boom, dropped it in there. I'm going to drop the rest of those ingredients in there. I'm going to put that cork in it. Boom, like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm gonna burn a candle on top of it, right? Uh, Maybe like a red candle or a black candle, something like that. Even a white candle, I can use a white candle. Use whatever color, you think is best. Kind of go with your intuition. Like use some common sense with this. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to put any color on there, but use the color that's for the spell that you're, whichever kind of spell it is that you're doing, you want to use one that correlates with that spell. Probably when you said roll it up. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. It probably was, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully that was it. Yeah, but I'm in Texas, you know what I'm saying? And you can have it on you now. So, but boom, that's it. You know what I'm saying? So you burn that candle on there, boom, boom. Let that wax drip over it and seal it. And that's your protection. I'm gonna leave this in here right now until I get the rest of these ingredients. You know what I'm saying? But that's basically it. It's not too hard. Yeah, I forgot. I am gonna add a crystal in here though. Yeah, so I have this carnelian that I'm gonna put in here. Boom, for protection. You know what I'm saying? Uh, and hey, that's a done data right there. You know, it's a done data. Once I put the rest of this stuff in there, she good. You know what I'm saying? Some slight. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, some slight. No, you wanna. People tend to use parchment paper, but this look just like parchment paper. You know what I'm saying? It just don't have the little waxy finish on it, but same color, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? You just don't want to use no notebook paper. Boom, there that is, just like that. Straight like that. Straight like that, man. Oh yeah, I'm adding brick dust to it. That's what I said at the beginning of the live. I'm waiting on my red brick dust and my sulfur to finish that off. Yeah, it's in the mail. I ordered it the day before yesterday. Soon as I got the order from my client, I ordered some of that because yeah, it's good to have that stuff on hand. You never know what you might need it for, and plus I need to make me a little wrist gree with that sulfur anyway, just in case I might have to, you know, do a little flick magic at somebody. You don't want that shit coming back on you. You know what I'm saying? So that sulfur is protect you from any bad or negative energy coming back towards you. Uh, I could use some sea salt in here. Gree-grees. Well, all this stuff I'm learning from Hoodoo, right? Um, I don't think the gree-gree in, itself is a closed practice. It's more likely messing with the different deities in Hoodoo. You know what I'm saying? That's closed because that's our ancestors. So you don't if you're not um African American or your ancestry has African American, you know what I'm saying, then you don't want to mess with those those deities, you know what I'm saying? You don't be calling on those deities because they'll mess you up. But Gregories, stuff like that, yeah. That's anybody can do that. Yeah. But you don't want to mess with those those deities, these gods and goddesses in hoodoo. Because if you don't look like me, they gonna do something to you. It was like my mentor was talking about that one day. It was a white girl, Caucasian, you know what I'm saying, young lady, and she was calling on who was it? Not Baron Samdi, but Papa Legba. It was either Papa Legba or Baron Samdi, and she got fucked up. She got unalived. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you want to be careful with that. I don't know what happened to her specifically, but I know she ain't here with us no more. So you don't want to be calling on these deities, and this ain't a part of your ancestry, but doing a little protection stuff and shit like that. It's all right. Yeah, it's okay to do sports. Anybody can do this stuff right here. Grease, whatever. Work with spirit. Okay, what you asked me, can you actual red brick broken down to yeah, yeah, that's what it's made out of. So you can get you some red brick and crush it, you know what I'm saying? Use a hammer, chisel, whatever you want to do, grind it down and use that. Any other questions? That was a good question, Gunther and Artemis. Those are great questions that y'all asked, by the way. No problem, brother. Any other questions? I'm really mad that I can't find my remote right now. This is like really irking me because I like to have some music in my background. You know, this is. Hold, give me 1 second, y'all. I'm about to find this because ain't no way. Ain't no way. Any other time I'm looking for it is right in the vicinity. It's only leaving a couple of places. Now I can't find it. That's weird. Spirit, where is my remote? Where is my remote? It's in the closet. I ain't been nowhere. Let's see. It's in here. Not in there. Not in there. Weird ass shit. Shit. Oh, here we go. Found it. Okay, I'm back. I found it. Yeah, it fell under the bed. Like, I know it can't be that far because I don't take it out of the room. And it's usually sitting on a windowsill in my bed or on the high bar. I mean, on this tall dresser in here. So it's like, where is it? And another thing, y'all, when y'all doing this work, it's good to cleanse yourself and your space and yourself while you're doing this. You don't want to be working dirty. Like take you a shower. If you haven't taken you a spirit bath, you want to do that. Anoint yourself. Like I be using. I need to give me some more. I need to find me a store because I done about ran out of this dragon blood. I got some frankincense up there, frankincense and myrrh mixed up. That came like that. That's like my favorite smell. I'm not gonna lie. That's my favorite thing to use. But that dragon, I like that dragon blood too. Sometimes I mix them together. But yeah, music. I gotta resubscribe to my YouTube music because I don't like them commercials. Can y'all hear that? Yeah, I cleanse myself and my home. That's what's up. Oops. What happened, bro? Thank you for sharing the live too. I appreciate it. So, for the people who may have just joined in, I'm gonna just go back over what I did. So, I added black pepper, John St. John's wort, clove and cinnamon, and a carnelian to this jar. I'm gonna add red brick dust and sulfur to this as well. And once I finish with this jar, like I say, I put in here like a little affirmation: I am protected. I am invisible to my enemies. Thank you for the gift. I am invisible to my enemies, right? Yeah, and I put a little cinnamon in there just to sweeten it up a little bit for her. But yeah, I am protected. I am invisible to my enemies. And then I put her name on there and seal this off with a candle on top, burn a candle, let the wax seal this for me. And that's pretty much it. That's a protection spell or protection jar. Oh yeah. Appreciate you, Brody. Yes, sir. Y'all can hear the music though, right? Yeah, a little bit. Okay. That's a bit. All right, Gunther, man. I appreciate you coming through, brother. I see you next time, man. Thanks for the follow too. I appreciate y'all tapping the screen. I'm not from Ohio. I did live in Ohio at one point in time. I've been going back and forth from here to Ohio for the last 4 or 5 years. Yeah, I've been in Ohio. You live in Ohio? No problem, Brody. No problem. See you around. Yeah, you from New Hampshire. Okay. New Hampshire. Where is that at exactly? Is that Ohio? Massachusetts. Okay. Massachusetts. Gotcha. Right above Massachusetts. Okay. That's what's up. All right. Yeah, I never been to Massachusetts. I have been to Ohio, Kentucky, um, Georgia, California, uh, Michigan. Where else? I think that's it. I've been to Tennessee. Yeah, I went there. I went to the dispensary up there. I was up there doing some work because I do I'm a mover as well, you know what I'm saying? So I was going up there with a driver and we went through there, stopped through at the dispensary and whatever or whatnot. Got me a little something to smoke, you know. But I can't wait till they just legalize this stuff all over the United States. Oh, definitely, man. Management, uh, you know, that helps with stress, anxiety, relaxation, sleep, appetite, uh, cataracts. I mean, I'm really like I'm a big believer in natural medicine, man. So if it keeps me off of pills and all that type of stuff, then I'm all for it. Here we go with these. Yeah, I'm all for the pain management. I mean, natural medicine. Like, I'm for it so much, you know what I'm saying, that I'm actually studying that right now, you know what I'm saying? I plan on becoming an herbalist. I'm already dabbing in the herbal magic, you know what I'm saying? But I want to become like a certified herbalist. Like, I don't even have to have a piece of paper, just, you know, knowing what I'm doing for my own, you know. Divine Rising, Mirror, how you doing? I was just on here doing a little protection jar for my people in Canada. Haven't finished it yet, but I'm just sharing with them, you know what I'm saying, little different herbs you can put in there. I'm doing well. Appreciate it. Appreciate you for asking. Thank you for the gifts. And thank y'all for tapping the screen. Too much on my mind right now. 1 second. Take a little shot for the ancestors. They like that jack. Just a little taste. I ain't trying to get no buzz and none of that. I don't really like to be in my right mind. Oh, that's a African like little thing. So that's a man, that's a woman, then that's Africa on top of it, Mother Africa. Can you see it? Yeah, that's what that is. You understand? Yes, sir. Now, I was born right here, in Dallas, Texas. I mean, my ancestors are from Benin on my mother's side, way, way, way back. Came through, you know, by way of Louisiana. So That's how I end up here. What up, light work? What it do, Brody? Pop Pimp, what's up? Tell me, how does it feel? And to say nigga really ain't got no chill. What's the word on mothership, Gulf of Mexico, invalidity in the story? Uh, I don't know, man. I don't really know too much about that. Like I don't watch a lot of TV. When I am scrolling, I see a lot of stuff on social media and on TikTok that looks like AI to me. So until I see it with my own eyes, yeah, that that's neither here or there for me. I mean, I do believe in extraterrestrials and all that, but like I haven't seen anything personally. Oh yeah, I'm always looking up when I'm outside. I be looking for it, honestly, bro. I want to see some, but yeah, I've seen some things before, but not close up. They were far off, and they looked like stars, but they didn't move like stars. Oh, okay. Now I will admit that I have seen some things on TikTok and Facebook or Instagram that look pretty real, and I honestly I don't think like they're actually from. Most of them are right here on planet Earth, on planet Kai, with us. So that's just my opinion. Okay. Well, I'm ready to see them, sister. Like for real, I'm ready to see them. Cause I know in other like countries and stuff like that, it's a lot of disclosures going on or have been going on for the longest. They just don't do that here in the United States. And I was actually looking at a documentary. It was a little town out here in Texas. I can't remember if it was West Texas or North Texas, East, South, but it's like they had a visitation, you know what I'm saying? And even in Africa, it's a documentary about these kids at this school who all witnessed something too. So I definitely believe, man, ring up, man. Yeah, this plane of existence. I just call it planet for lack of better words. I mean, I know this reality is being projected. It's all a projection. Uh, but I've seen some things, you know what I'm saying, with my own eyes. One time while I was locked up, it was early in the morning. We was going to chow. You have to cross this yard, right? And the funny thing about this story is the day before I saw what I saw, me and another guy, we had the Bible open. I think it was Isaiah or something like that. And we were like kind of talking about how uh, they were talking about spaceships or whatever, some type of craft, you know what I'm saying, advanced technology in the Bible. I don't remember exactly what passage it was, what book, but I think it was Isaiah. Uh, and then the next morning, as we were going to chow, he was at the front of the line. I heard him say my name. He hollered my name, and he was like, "Hey, look, you see that?" And I looked up, and what looked like a star was flying like at high speed past the moon, like going in a diagonal direction, kind of like that. And that was the day after we was talking about uh, unidentified flying objects. Yep, definitely. So they are here. And one day I was out walking. I was headed to an ex-girlfriend's house, and man, I was like kind of like praying to myself. I was like, hey, if there's something up there, show me. And I seen a couple of what looked like ships far off, so they were kind of like glowing like stars, and they were kind of moving in like this direction, like a half circle, doing like this, moving around, doing different stuff. So I'm like, okay, so they're definitely up there. Oh yeah, definitely, man. You can summon them. It's a way to summon the ships. Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing it again though. Like I want to see something up close, honestly, and I want to catch a picture or a video of it. Well, y'all know, like once we enter to the age of Aquarius, everything start being revealed, right? So, oh yeah, that's one thing I did see though. Like they've been talking about the orbs and stuff like that in the atmosphere now. That's why all those drones was flying around several weeks back because they was trying to, see what those orbs were about. But like I was saying, I lost my train of thought. Uh, and what was I about to say? I believe that. I mean, I believe that interdimensional beings. You know what I'm saying? Who can go in and out of this realm. So we just gonna call them orbs for now. But it's easier to say, hey Mika, how you doing? But thank you for tapping in, tuning in. But yeah, like I was saying, I believe it. Hey, hey, welcome. Yeah, I definitely believe that. This is a realm. Yeah, I'm great. How you doing? Most definitely, most definitely. Well, I mean, celestials and interdimensional beings are the same thing. There's no difference. I have crazy stories that you guys might not believe. Okay, share with us, bro. You can come up if you want to. You want to come up and share your stories? I mean, anybody's welcome to come up. Yeah, I want to hear him too. What's up, Mr. Wonderful? What's up, Brody? You can come up too, Mira.
Peace, peace, peace.
Peace, sister. How you doing?
On some sauce. I'm trying to see what he was talking about. What he got to show you.
Yeah, me too. I just I just invited him up.
Well, I know I was talking about the celestials. I don't do the orb. That's like some colonizing science words. I know we are spiritual beings, so I speak what it is. But I did have a video of it that I had seen. I caught it in like I think it was June because we had that the what was it, eclipse in April, right? So
Yeah,
after that, it was like a whole bunch of stuff had started happening, and I caught it. And I'm trying to see. They done scrubbed my phone. They deleted the video off of my page because now I only got like a 4 second, 10 second video of it, and I had like a whole minute where it was like literally just swerving in and out of the sky. You could see it disappear, like it jumped back to the spiritual realm, then popped back in. Like it was so beautiful because it looked like damn near diamond like with these all of these weird beautiful colors that is not normal. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
it was truly something. Like I literally dropped to my knees when I seen it because I'm like, that's not a plane. You know what I mean? And then you take a second and you still look. I had enough time to get my phone out and I'm watching it. I'm like, wait, a plane is just going to go straight. This thing is very low and it's like swerving and ziggy all in the sky. And then I was like, oh, it disappeared. Oh,
yeah,
it popped back. I'm like, oh shit, did you see that? Looking around, I'm the only one looking in the skies. Like, because you know, a lot of times nowadays, ain't nobody paying attention to the skies. They looking
right.
everywhere else but it's
That's
beautiful. I'm trying
true.
to figure out. I'm trying to look at my other phone to see. I was one of them people. I was impulsive. I deleted the app, so you know I can't get it back now on my phone. So I'm on my son's phone.
Oh, you deleted this app?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I ain't. See, I'm already a person of position, so I wasn't gonna get deleted regardless of what I did. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm still here talking to you now because it's inevitable. I'm supposed to be where I'm supposed to be at. So I couldn't just they couldn't get rid of me that easily. They definitely couldn't get rid of
I
me.
heard about people deleting the app and then it popped right back on the next day.
Yeah.
I was like, I mean, I wasn't expecting that honestly. I was thinking it was gonna take at least like a couple of weeks, but they came back quick.
Right, like hours, cause I was like, damn, I was very impulsive. I had to take accountability though. That was one of my little things I had to work on. You know, you got those people who have abandonment issues and they become hoarders. I'm a person who I don't have abandonment issues. I'll toss you before you try to toss me. So I tossed all of my things. So in my mind, in that split second, it's like, oh, it's done. Fine. Let me get rid of the app. What the fuck I need to see it on my phone for? You know what I mean? And then
Yeah,
boom, next morning, my son rises like, oh, you know the app's back up. And I was like, oh, of course. Wow. And then I'm looking in the damn stores talking about you can't get the app because you know they trying to be slick, make sure a certain everybody ain't wasn't able to get back on this app. My whole algorithm is off.
yeah, that's messed up. Cause I mean, like after, when it got deleted, I'm like, man, I should have got more contacts. You know what I'm saying? So we could at least follow each other on other platforms. Cause I really made some connections on here. Like,
Right, and then now they like a lot of them is gone. Some of them is gone. I mean, I have phone numbers, but it's just a couple now. And then I'm like, I see that everybody else, the ones that was kind of fraudulent, they're going too. I don't see them either. Oh, here I found one of them, but it's only 2 seconds. Let me see if I can put my camera on it.
Yo,
hey, what's up, y'all?
I don't
nothing.
know. You gotta make you. Can you make me bigger? You can see it.
Oh, I'm so bad at this
Um,
tripod.
how would I do that? Oh, okay, I see it. Oh yeah, wow. That's dope. That's dope as fuck.
Yeah, they stole my other video. I had it longer, and they was literally, it was
Oh,
like all over the sky, just going on in the daytime, broad
wait,
daylight.
wait. What do we got going on here? I just got set up. Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah,
there's
she
the one
she caught
celestials
it.
I caught in the sky in the daytime.
Where?
Oh, I'm in Atlanta.
Georgia?
You
Atlanta,
know,
Georgia?
I was just out there in Atlanta.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
see them all the time. But now
This got taken.
they
This
haven't
got
been
taken.
moving around like this. Like one day I saw it was like 30 of them together. And they was like going they was headed in this false south direction. So I seen it and I was like, oh wow. I didn't
Yeah.
know what I was looking at first. And then I saw it again. It was by itself. You see, and it just disappeared and it pops back up. But that's what's in the sky now, and they're just sitting there, and they're very big. And last week, before those blazes, I don't want to say blaze, but before that blaze had started, one of them, hold on, let me see if I could pull it up. I gotta pull it up. One of them was like very, it was fire. It was like fiery. Here, go. Let me see. See, it was fiery. I don't know if you can see it. I'm trying to zoom in. It was very fiery, right? That's the one that was like a blaze. It was fire red, just sitting up there, right? And then I caught the other one,
Yo, you're
and
getting this shit on camera? I haven't gotten anything on camera.
heck
Yeah,
yeah, I be
that's
catching it. Look,
that's dope,
Yeah,
bro.
look at that shit.
let's go.
Look,
You know,
hold on,
right?
see what I'm trying to
And
get.
what's
You see
cool, what's
that?
cool about this is I've seen shit, so I believe it.
Oh shit.
Like I've seen stuff.
Yes, I caught it. See, this one was like blue, and it had something in the center of it. I was like, what is
Yeah.
it doing up there? And I
That look
started
like,
waving to it,
you know
and it
what that
got
looks
brighter.
like? That looks like somebody in the Merkaba.
That's what they be looking like. I catch them. So this one, look, I be catching them. It's moving.
Did you say that your post got taken down?
Yeah, they snatched my video. I don't know where the hell it's at. And
Can
they
you
took it
can
from my
you
phone.
can you
They
post
took it
it
from my
again?
phone. My laptop got scrubbed because I found all of this different information, and that shit is gone. I don't know where it's at.
Just one day you woke up, you went looking for it, and it was gone.
Yes, and
That
then
actually,
my laptop was like literally erased because I had everything from even my ancestors with all of this stuff about the motherland and indigenous. I found all of this different stuff, and that my whole laptop got scrubbed. And I was like, I don't know what the hell this is. This is some strange things because why is my laptop being scrubbed? You know what I'm saying? What are you trying to hide if there is nothing to hide?
so all right. So my question is then on that video, what do you think was the distinct thing that separates it, which would have got that one scrubbed?
It's real.
It literally
It's
vanished. It
authentic.
vanished and
No.
popped
I'm
back up.
asking like from what was on the video, in your opinion, what was different about that video that would make it get scrubbed?
It disappeared.
No, in the video, like what did you
Authentic.
see?
That's what it
That's what
was.
I'm saying. In the video, it
Authentic.
disappeared. It vanished and then popped back up.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
what was the orb? It was one of these.
Yes, and it in the daytime. So in the first video when I showed you, it was daytime. It was outside. It was
Yeah.
very low. Like you thinking that it was
It
one
was
of the
low.
planes, but
Was
it
it
wasn't
low?
a plane.
So it was a really low orb.
Yes, it was very low and it was huge and it was just like wobbling around. That shit was super. Look, I'm trying to show you. That shit was super. It was.
Because I believe you. Because I feel like
Yeah, see
I've
this
gotten
one.
stuff. I feel
I
like
caught it, but it's big. It's very big. It was super big. But this the only video they let me keep, the 2-second video. I had a whole minute long video, and it disappeared and popped in, and now it's gone because I can't even find it on my TikTok page.
I feel
So
like
they
I've had
got
stuff
you.
erased from my phone before.
They got you.
Yeah, see,
I
look, this
feel
one
like they
was
can
like
do.
green and
I feel like they
colorful.
can do anything they want with anything that you have.
They just been doing stuff.
Especially,
This one was blue. This is why I was like, oh, it's something going on because so I had to. This one was on the right side, and then the red, that big bright red one was on the left side. See, and then the next day, those blazes started over there in LA, and then here on the East Coast, see how it's all bright and snowy, like cold, like. Next thing you know, you got snow in weird places. So it's just a lot
man,
of different. They be having different colors to them. They be having different colors. This one like reddish and pink. They have different colors.
yeah.
Then they
So
move. I try and
when
make
you
it to
when you
move.
Crazy. I
first
can't
come
believe I
about,
didn't even think that night that we saw the red one. I didn't even think to pull out my phone. So on Monday night, we were driving to our puppy class, and it was nighttime, and there was a star. I'm always looking at the stars. I love looking at the stars. And the star was like blinking on and off.
Yeah, I don't know. They not stars, and they damn sure. And I thought it was something in front of the moon. I was like, what is the hell is that? What is that? This was on the third,
Yeah,
and I
so
felt like a major shift that weekend. That weekend too. Like I was like, really. So I'm like, this is us. This is our ancestors. This is celestial beings. This is some real powerful supernatural. Look at this one. You see that yellow and the green
yeah, I definitely see it.
and the reds, like different colors all around. They be having different colors. They be switching.
Man, that's dope.
So when I go outside now, I see this one a lot. This is the one. Let me see if I show you the big one I saw. See, as you can see, I'm always catching pictures of the sky. I'm constantly looking in the sky. So this one, hold on, I'm
I'm
trying
gonna
to get
start
close
busting
to it.
out my phone.
You could see it's literally like, oh man, damn, why the colors is looking crazy? Hold on.
Hey, New Heru, or how do you, what do you go by?
New, you can just call me New.
New?
Yeah.
Is that like your birth given name?
No, that's not my birth name.
I'm trying to see the camera. You see, it's like, I don't know, what the heck is that? You see that in the
Yeah,
center?
I see it.
Like, it's trying to, it don't want me to see. And then it started like moving around.
You know what that kind of looks like? It
It,
looks
it
like
started,
it looks like the circle inside of a circle, like
right.
they describe in the Bible. You know what I'm saying?
I zoomed in, I got a better picture. I zoomed in on it. See, it had all these different colors.
Yeah, I see that.
So that's what I'm like, yo, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And then it kept transforming. Like I kept trying to get a better picture and it was like doing tricky stuff to me. I was like, yo, what are y'all doing? Because it kept transforming. Like it didn't want me to snap the picture. And
Yeah.
yesterday, man, that thing was so big. Look, there it go again. Then it got that center in it. I'm trying to get the center
Do
So
like.
you
where is this?
have
Like right
friends or
above where you
family that
live?
are getting videos too?
No, I don't have any family. It's just me. So David, I'm just very
Hey,
I'm excited.
it looks like your family's popping up all over the place for you.
Oh yes, they are because look, he's talking my son. Yeah, they spoke of my son. No, he just spoke of my family. That's my family right there, my son. I get them. I be zooming in. I catch all of this stuff. I love it. It's amazing. What a time to be alive. I cannot express that enough because I'm so excited and I feel the changes. Like my body been going through all types of crazy changes. Last week, I started feeling once that new moon came in, it's like all of a sudden my body was like going through stuff. I feel like I'm transforming into a tigress.
Hey, how you doing?
Peace in abundance.
Greetings. Hey, Mariah.
Peace.
Look, you got me on the phone finally. Now you could say my name is pronounced Mira.
Mirror. I'm glad, baby. I'm glad you said that because you know I've been calling you Mariah.
I know, but I see you be chopping screw in a lot of names, so I don't even get offended. I'm like,
I
oh,
do.
that's just her thing.
It is. Greetings. Thank you for inviting me on. So, and how do you say your name again, beloved? I'm just gonna say beloved love. That's what I'm gonna say. So I
Who you
won't butcher
talking
your
to,
name no
Mary?
more.
Who, Mira?
Um,
Me?
Maria. Yeah, I'm just
Mirror.
Look,
gonna
y'all see that M and
Mira.
that Y, and y'all go right to
Like
that
a mirror,
Mariah.
kind of like a mirror.
It's Mira, just
Gotcha.
like you looking in the mirror.
That's
I'm
what
your
he just
reflection,
said.
love.
Thank you for inviting me. She's been following me for a minute, and in July, everything that's happening, I actually was telling everybody to start watching the skies
Yeah,
on my TikTok. You can go watch my videos, and on the full moon, Mars was sitting on top of the moon. If you all saw the full moon, the last one that just came through, it was on a Monday. Mars was sitting right on top of the moon. I got it on video. It's on one of my videos, one of my live videos, because I went live and it was literally on the top. See, what we're seeing is actually the Galactic Federation, okay, is here.
Yeah.
And on 12525, it's about to take effect. See, chaos is fit to already start. But we don't understand that because a lot of us is still in our lower self. See, there's no heaven and no hell. It's either high frequency and low frequency. Okay. If y'all ever watched the movie called The Knowing, when the kids can hear,
sorry.
okay, because they was hearing themselves tell them to go to this certain spot. All of them was hearing their own voice telling them to go to this certain spot. The adults couldn't hear it because they were so in a lower energy, they lower frequency. Okay, when that alarm went off in those kids' head, they heard it. And see, that's what 21, 25, 25 is fit to do. If you're still in your lower self, if you still worrying about if Tom want to marry you, or if Becky go be your best friend, or if you fit to get this house over here or this car, you ain't gonna hear that alarm go off. Okay? And it's gonna go off and you go hear yourself tell yourself that the alarm is set off. It's time for us to move. But see, if you don't know that your voice is what your creator put inside of you, so you could be the only one to hear that voice tell you that, you gonna still be in that little box that people go inside of, and you still gonna be trying to find somebody that's fit to come halfway. But see, that halfway is your heart chakra, okay? Because your heart chakra go tell you what's about to happen. And if you ain't lined up, if that frequency is not 144,000, you never reached that. If you never known that your root chakra is 352 and your crown chakra is 696, if you don't know that balance, that frequency, you ain't gonna be able to hear the frequency because that's all they pushing out is frequency. That's all they pushing out is vibration. Okay, let me tell you what else finna happen. People is finna start having wrecks. People is finna start walking through stuff and they ain't even know what they're gonna be walking through and pulling people out of these portals. See, portals didn't already start dropping. Okay, I had an accident on December the 19th at exactly 5:47 p.m. 2024. As we went through that portal, we pulled a car out of the portal with us. The car could not actually stop. I'm gonna show y'all how it went. Y'all know how if y'all have a piece of paper or if you have anything, okay, you know how if you have anything, if you go back or if you go past it very quickly, what it's going to do, it's going to follow you. You see how it followed? It's going to follow you. So when my husband and I went through that portal, that car that was just sitting idle, this car wasn't moving. So this car sitting here, and me and my husband went past it, and as we went past it, he turned, and as he turned, it followed us and it hit us right here. I showed pictures on my on one of my live that the car that was damaged, the whole bumper fell off. The lights was damaged, everything. And on my car, it was a dent in the passenger side. Okay, and within that dent, it was a blue image inside of the dent. The car was white. So if the car is white, how did we end up with a blue image on our car? For the simple fact is, I already know who I am. And see, they was just trying to let me know the portals is open. And they was trying to let me know my protector was standing right there. It couldn't harm me because somebody stood right there so that car can get damaged and I can see that damage and let me know that I'm already protected.
And let me
Because
guess.
see, I know. Huh? Go ahead, beloved.
I was just gonna say, let me guess. You probably put that together within a few minutes. You not a few minutes, but it probably didn't take you long to figure all that out, did it?
You were so correct because before it actually happened, I saw it happen before it did.
Yeah, and you right away. You're like, I know. Like, thank you. All right, I see what you did. I see the sign. So when I wake up,
Especially once I saw it, because I could not move my neck. I was like in the car just like this. Because at the time of the accident, I seen it. As soon as I turned to my husband to try to tell him, hey, he's going to hit us, it already happened. So as soon as it happened, I put my hands over my face, and the only thing I could see was white. That's all I seen was white. And then I had to sit up in the car because they had to put a brace on my neck because I couldn't move. They
let me
wouldn't
ask
let me
you-
look to the left or to the right.
about your story, are you saying that basically that car just trailed you out of nowhere? Is that kind of what you're saying? Yeah.
Yes, because the guy behind us, he pulled over with us, and he said he did not see the car until the car hit us,
Right.
and he was behind us. The
And
car is on
what
this
about
side.
what about the person in the car? What did they say?
The person in the car said he did not even see us. He said they must have been in my blind spot. I didn't see him. I know I was paying attention. I was trying to turn. I did not see that car beside me. He said, it's my fault. I didn't see it. He jumped out and told the police. Now, and this is the strange thing. For one, we was down the street from a Walmart. Do your research on Walmart. For two, where the accident happened, we was across the street from the fire department. For three, 3 seconds after the accident happened, the police was driving down the road. That's not a coincidence. Okay? Walmart is a portal. Walmart itself. Did y'all know that?
No, I didn't know
You're
that.
gonna have to enlighten me on that.
Okay, I want y'all to go inside of Walmart one day, and I just want y'all to stand there for just a split second, and y'all go hear things. Y'all go hear things. I'm trying to tell y'all. It's a portal, underground. Everything is underground. That's why when y'all go inside of Walmart, y'all feel uncomfortable, feel like something is always off. Just go in there now, and y'all go feel that vibration. Y'all go feel that energy that moves through Walmart. One end is going to be a different vibration than the other end. Okay? They have two entrances. Okay? One end has a low vibration and the other end has a high vibration. Do y'all ever know when they have Black Friday sales, it's always on a particular end? It's never throughout the whole store. It's always on a particular end. And it's always the farthest end than when you drive up. It's always going to be that right-hand door. If you're standing in front of a Walmart, it's always going to be on the right side.
I was just about to say that because, like, when I'm towards the like, okay, the Walmart out here on the right side, one of them that I go to, usually you have the auto parts department over here, and where you can buy the plants and all that type of stuff and different seeds and all that. That side, that what I get on that side is the high vibration, but the other side is the low vibration because
That's the
every
food
time I'm
side.
over
That's
there,
the poison side. That's the food side.
yeah,
Like,
you
Now
ain't
you
lying,
getting
bro.
it.
You
Now
ain't
you
lying.
getting it.
You ain't lying. On that side, I get
No.
irritable. Hey, I get irritable, agitated. Like on the side where the food is and all that stuff. It's like I don't even. I hate going in that store. Honestly, like I really don't
That
even like
part.
going there.
Yo,
It,
you
it
want to know
feels
what
like
I
doom
just?
and gloom. Like it's
Yeah.
very dark in there. The energy is just so wild. One day I went in there in the summertime and everybody just looked like zombies. I had my music playing, and you know that Kendrick Lamar song, "Oh, They Not Like Us." I was playing it through the speaker. I'm all dancing and happy. Everybody looking at me like, what the hell she all smiling for? Even the cashiers, you know, usually they be like, "Hey, greetings, how you doing?" Nah. They wasn't
Yeah,
doing that. They was very down in the dumps. Like it's something under them dang gone places.
It is. It is. Have y'all ever noticed why it takes so long for you to get on a plane that goes so fast that it takes you 4 to 5 hours just to get to a state that you probably can drive to in 3 and 4? Have y'all ever thought about that? Think
Yeah.
about it. Because see, have y'all SpongeBob SquarePants? Exactly. Y'all see this right here? Y'all see
Yeah,
this right
the
here?
girls in the dome.
oh,
That's
let
where
me
we at, baby. That's where we at. And see, all of these, the planets, I mean the states and stuff is underneath here. See, they have to, that's why the plane go up and down and up and down, because it's got to go around this dome right here, baby. It's got
Make
to
it
go
look like
around these
it's
domes.
trying to make it look
That's
like it's
what
going around the planet.
that part. Baby, it's going in a complete circle.
Yes, because I
It's
knew it.
going
'Cause
in a
I drove
complete,
18
and it
hours. It
circles
took me
around
18
the
hours to
location
get
about
from
4 or 5 times.
Yes, and it takes
Four,
me 18
5 times.
hours to get from Georgia to New York if I'm driving. But if I'm on a plane, I'm getting there in 2 hours flat. 2 hours. Just like that.
Think about it.
That's wild.
Think about it.
Why it take me 18
SpongeBob
hours?
SquarePants. It's a
Mm-mm-mm.
dome.
hey,
It's a
have
dome.
y'all heard of I can't think of the name. I think there was Tuskegee Airmen. So they had discovered that you could get from one point to another point uh quicker than what they say that you can. Because the way
You
that they
can't.
fly now, or that they fly now, they're not. I don't know what they're doing, but like you said, I think they're flying around in following that compass. But these guys were using their intuition, and I guess they were going through portals and shit, right, with their airplanes, and they were getting places quick. And the government, something happened to them where the government shut them down and made them seem like they were, crazy and all this type of stuff. They didn't want that information to get out.
And they don't. They
Yeah.
don't. Look, this is just me, because beloved, no, I vibrate very high. I believe that when you go underground, every city that you can imagine, you can walk to it. I don't believe, like when we looking at these maps, how they say this water is all in between us, between United States and South Africa. We got all of these lands of water. Did y'all not hear what they government just said? This guy just said that he is not calling it the Gulf of Mexico anymore. He's calling it the Gulf of America, because we're all connected. There is no real gulf of anything. We're all connected. Okay, when you go underground, there's no water underground. It's all connected. We just got these bodies of water up here for survival mode, because you got to remember, we have to have the water in order for us to breathe, because we was in our mother's stomach in water.
Yeah, but
Okay.
those are only interdimensional beings that can travel under there. I don't think humans can do that.
Oh, they are though.
Okay,
That's
baby, what do you
they
think
are.
you are?
I know I'm an interdimensional being, but as of right now, we're operating out of the 3D. As of right now, I'm still in a 3D body, no matter what. Like
Like what? I'm
Where you
trying to
at?
give you. I'm trying to give you solid. Listen, you're in your mother's room in water for 9 months. In water. Period. You can't come up for air. There's not a straw you can breathe. This is water.
Oh, what I was thinking about was in terms of, you know how they said that there were ships flying out the water into the ground?
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about those were like very advanced, high interdimensional beings where like I don't think we all four could be in a ship and go into the water, into the earth. That's what I was getting at. I think
It's
those
called.
are interdimensional higher beings.
It's called transformation.
Right.
Okay. See, you're looking, see, I'm looking way past 3 dimension because I'm already up there in like 7 or 8. I
Yeah.
can do that, beloved.
Yeah,
Okay.
I feel I'm very high interdimensionally too.
And you can do it too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
way
we
my
have to
body.
take that consciousness out of what the reality they've showed us in this world. Okay. We have to take that out of play because we was already extraterrestrial. We was Palladians before we even got here.
Right.
Okay. See, they already tricked us when we was in our mother's stomach for 9 months and then come out and you got to go through a whole year before they say you're a year old. Because in my calculation, after 9, you got 10, 11, and you 1 years old in 3 months. You feel me? So they've changed so much of everything. See, this 125-25, when all 6 of these planets is fit to be aligned, if you go by your astral, what they call it, oh, when they looking at their birth charts,
Natal chart.
Your solar a
astrology,
natal astrology.
astrology. If you're looking at your astrology right now, after 125-25, it ain't gonna exist no more. Okay, I have a class on the thing called 7 by 52. It's the universal life cycle. Okay, and it's based off the galactics up in the sky. That's your sun, that's your moon, that's your Mercury, that's your Mars, that's your Jupiter, that's your Venus. Okay, this is what we operate on,
Thank you
but
for
we
the
don't
follow.
know that because we've been operating off of human. See, we allow this meat suit to control what power we have. They don't make these super movies for no reason.
Nope.
Somebody saw it.
Yeah.
Somebody saw a woman that she can do her hands like that and fire come out. Somebody saw somebody that was able to blow wind and it would knock down buildings. Somebody saw that. But they saw it in their higher self, not in their physical self. See, 125-25, it's going to push you to either vibrate high or stay low.
You're not feeling it? Your body not aching? Cause my body's been aching. I mean,
I've
every
been,
day I'm
I
going through some type of shift lately. The last 7, 8 days, it's been getting more intense.
That's your
that's
kundalini,
the
baby.
no,
Man,
that's
my
the story
my
I was
body
gonna
was
share.
twitching and glitching this morning when I woke up.
Look, see,
I'm like,
What
what's
is
going
9 months
on,
is
man?
the real year? I I can see that. Beloved Joshua, what was you gonna say, love? I
Yeah,
think I
I was
cut you
gonna
off.
tell New and Mira.
yeah.
I have crazy stories,
come
but
on,
I don't know if
share
I feel
with us, bro.
comfortable sharing them on here.
You
Come
don't
on with
feel
it.
comfortable?
I've been waiting on you to tell us.
Well, I've had a couple rebirths the last couple months.
Oh, we all, most of us have. Go ahead, tell us.
Ashay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Speak on it.
I don't know, because I feel like with the new when TikTok came back up, like this is like monitored now ever since like the 20th or so.
Very much so. It's okay. You got power, so don't block that out. Because what? We not shutting up or stopping for nobody. They can't stop us. They can't stop the movement.
Mm-mm.
Well,
It's inevitable. So you go ahead, speak your truth.
all right. Then I had Lord Ganesha, the Galactic Federation, and light orbs in my apartment, giving me a rebirth, and I had a fucking soul replacement type of replacement, and
A
I
walk-in.
was like in interdimensions, like it was fucking crazy. Lord Ganesha introduced me to her fucking baby.
This is
Then I was
amazing.
in the bathroom, and then some crazy shit happened over here, and then I couldn't move at some point, and then like some orb was scanning me, and telepathically they were communicating with me, and that was on 12/9. That was on December 9th. And then there was like a soul replacement exchange where they showed me a video of a baby being born, and they were like, remember this date. And there was a shaman at the beginning of it, which I won't say his name over here. Um, I got some crazy shit going on, and then I feel like that, and then I was suicidal for a couple weeks after that because I was so confused. I didn't know what was going on because I didn't know if I had to kill myself to rise. I didn't
Say
know.
unalive. Say unalive. Say space.
Yeah,
Say that again.
You guys say
Flag-
unalive. You know they
Or
gonna put a thing up.
Yeah,
Yeah, transition.
they'll flag us for that.
All right, so for a couple weeks after that happened, I had those thoughts, and I hadn't had those thoughts. Well, I had them 2 years ago. I had them; they came up but I fought it pretty quick, and then the last time I had those thoughts was ages 24, 25, and 26 when I was going through my rock bottom. Um, so it's been 10 years or whatever. I have a long story, and I have a very complicated history. So it's a lot to talk about, and this is the first time I've ever shared this story publicly, because I've been going through so much. And then on 115, I feel like I died again, and then had another replacement, some type of replacement. And then my experience on 12/9 prepped me for 115 because then I knew what to do during the replacement, and then I felt comfortable. My dogs were with me. My dogs were all over me during it, which was really nice both times. It's intense. It's a lot. It's a lot for me. So I'm going through a lot.
I feel that.
Yeah, I
feel
did.
I've been through that as well, bro. So
Yeah.
So hold on. I got another quick thought now too. So I don't know who you guys follow for your spiritual guides or whatever, who you connect with, but I have a lot of them. And what I know now is when they have a Lord Ganesha behind them, I know what that means now.
Yeah. She's in. I got her a statue in
To
my office.
to me, that's my soul family telling me, like, if you know, like if you know, you know.
Right.
Now, when I see a Lord Ganesha and I know that person's authentic and they're not a fake, I know what that means now.
Yeah. Yeah.
You met Lord Ganesha.
I know exactly where you at, beloved. I'm finna show you something. I have a storefront. I'm a shaman. I am a Reiki master teacher. Okay. I'm going in my other room right here. Can you see that, beloved? This is my other area.
Nice.
What this individual is saying is absolutely true. It is absolutely true. If y'all don't believe what he's saying, y'all need to start believing. This stuff is happening. Okay? It's happening. And y'all have to know that when it happens, it's not a joke. It takes a lot out of you, especially when you do not know what's happening. It takes a lot out of you, and you be afraid to communicate with other people. Okay?
Right.
You get in, it's like you know it's something good, but by us being on that third dimension for so long, we get scared of who is showing to it. The reason why you had to get those rebirths because you haven't accepted who you are yet. That's why they had to keep coming and keep coming. And then
But
when
that's
you
all divine timing, though.
yes, but see when your dogs was there with you, you felt comfort. Okay, you felt comfort.
It was also like a hatching thing too, and then the hatching aspect of my dogs being all over me gave me like that animal comfortable love, and it was awesome.
That part. That
Yeah,
part.
that part is so warming and loving, and oh,
Haru, you were saying you went through that too. How was your experience?
well, okay. So last year, uh, I haven't told this story on here, but Okay, so me and my brother, we were smoking some what we call here juice or wet. I don't know if y'all know what that is. And
Mm-hmm.
I died, right?
Put yourself back on your screen, beloved. Put yourself back on your screen.
Okay, hold on.
I just say this, like I died and came back. And when I came back, like it was a totally changed me. You know what I'm saying? I started going through this, like I guess what you want to call ascension. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
and like I stopped doing a lot of stuff that I was doing. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm a totally different person now. Like I don't even have a desire to do stuff anymore. Like it's just like all I want to do is like walk in my purpose. All I want to do is this spirit work. You know what I'm saying? And it took me a while to get here, honestly. You know what I'm saying? I've been in places and in stages of my life where I actually didn't want to be here no more. You know what I'm saying? I never attempted to go through with it, but it's just like I became so I felt like I was like I didn't belong here in this reality. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But at the age of 18, like when officially my spiritual awakening started, I didn't know that's what it was called then. You know what I'm saying? Because this was in like '99. You know what I'm saying? And
A lot of nines love in your astro that you're telling. You know
yeah,
that?
yeah.
Keep going.
So in '99, 2000, somewhere around that, uh, I started hearing stuff. I started seeing spirits. You know what I'm saying? I actually thought I was losing my mind at the time, but I didn't realize that my grandmother and my mother have these same abilities. My mother doesn't. She still doesn't. She still doesn't know to this day. She kind of went crazy because she was like she thought she was losing her mind. Then they end up putting her in the hospital because she got these spirits attached to her and kind of made her lose it and become homicidal and the other word. So like it's been entities that's been after me since I was a child. You know what I'm saying? To take me out of here. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, like I almost took myself out, like what I was telling you about a year ago, whatever. Uh, and like I was talking with somebody, and they say they believe that I've been replaced with a walk-in. You know what I'm saying? So that's my little story that I have.
What was that last part about somebody thinking that you were replaced by a walk-in?
Yeah,
Somebody thought that, or you think that?
I believe that too. But somebody brought it to my attention. You know what I'm saying? I would
Well,
definitely believe that because I feel like a totally different person, honestly, like from another timeline or something.
Wow, that's amazing.
It is.
And you
It
said 99. That's when you first started having stuff going on.
Yeah, 99. I could hear people's thoughts. I saw entities, angelic beings, all type of stuff. Hey, what's
mm,
up, all the guys?
Wow. Yeah, I had already been seeing them from one of my youth when I was a precious little Ren. But 99 is significant for me because that's when the attacks from the so-called family had started, and all of a sudden I became suicidal, duodidal, whatever that word is, and I found myself in the hospital for 2 weeks with a tube shoved down my throat and taped to my face
wow.
for 2 weeks because I was trying to take myself out, even though I really wasn't trying to take myself out. They were trying to take me out. So, but unfortunately, I only just found that out now, this past year, right? that these people were doing that. Like I had no idea because I'm looking at these people like my family. See, we was thinking that these people be your family, but they not your family. You just needed their blood. So that's where I was. But I always seen the ancestors. I always seen the spirits, and I would talk to my grandmother about it because they wanted me to speak on what they needed to reveal, and they wasn't willing to reveal it. So there was a lot of lies being told. So I was constantly being told that, like for instance, my grandmother, she didn't have her. My great grandmother's mother passed away when she was 5, but that wasn't the case. My great great grandmother was actually still around up until 2000. She passed away when I was 15. So
Yeah.
that was more lies. And I only just uncovered everything. And there's still some things that I haven't uncovered. I had just recently uncovered the Eastern Stars, the Masons. So it's part of my line. Like I'm connected to that. Didn't have any clue about it. So, they wanted to keep everything under the rug. I literally had to change my name. I had to cut off about 33 people, and that 33 is very significant, and that's why you see 333 on my name, because that's 369. Okay, that's the numbers, right? We always keep coming back to that 369. I like to be up in my circles now.
What does 369 mean to you?
Don't keep me in the square. That's my life. I come full circle. So I'm on my physical, and then I'm on my ethereal, and I'm in my spiritual bag. That's my 369. I'm going all the way around. You know what I'm saying?
Because you can make an 8 with 369, right?
Yes, I'm infinite.
Infinite.
Yeah.
So
eight's very significant for me. I feel like I'm on that infinite shit too.
In 2003, I saw my first soul leave the vessel. So that was significant for now, because we have a lot of people who are conflicted and trying to come into their knowing of themselves, trying to get out of the religions so that they can know about spiritual self and their higher conscience. 2008, I was told to go to Louisiana. Me and my son, I packed up everything and we bounced and went to Louisiana. We took the train. I seen that portal in St. Louis up close and personal, took pictures of it and everything. Didn't know it was a portal, but I knew it was something because I needed to take pictures of it, and I did. When I got to Louisiana, my grandmother's husband had grabbed his van and he grabbed his chest. But when he grabbed his chest, our bodies is made up of gas, oxygen, and something else. I can't remember. But that gas that looks like the clouds in the sky, it had tried to flee his vessel, and he grabbed it and he slumped over, and I was kind of freaked out because it was the first time I had seen that specific type of energy, compared to the souls that I've seen, the ghost. You want to call them ghosts. He went in the house. A phone rang about an hour later. Now we inside. He grabs the wall. He grabs his chest again, slumps over, and this time we in the house, and the same thing tries to flee his vessel. And I was so panicked. I was like, oh my God, are you okay? And he finally caught his breath. He stood up and he's like, I'm okay. I remember this day like it was yesterday. VH1 and BET, they love to play the same damn movie over and over. What was the movie? Temptations was on. And me and my grandmother and my son was sitting there watching the Temptations. And then she's like, he's been going for a minute. Let's tell you no lie. 5 minutes later, the phone rang and they was like, yo, you got to come to the hospital. Mac has had an asthma attack. He's on his way to the hospital. I already knew he was gone, right? Because I saw what I saw. You know what I'm saying? So we get to the hospital about 20 minutes later. And sure enough, the doctors is looking at my grandmother and they're like, I'm sorry to tell you, ma'am, but your husband has passed away. He had an asthma attack that turned into a heart attack in the ambulance, and he was not able to be saved. I needed to be there with my grandmother. I am the first daughter, and whatever other freaking chain that is on that line, in that specific line, I am very significant. I also have a high ranking in the spiritual realm. There is a lot of things that I had not any clue of, yet I just knew things, right? So I'm constantly getting this information and not knowing what the hell it is, but then I would get clarity about it later on. Like if I finally didn't procrastinate and I stepped into who I am and my mission, what I'm supposed to do. Like right now, because I finally did that, I had uncovered that my grandmother and people, they all lied to me. Everybody, even on my daddy's side. I mean, it's just so much. The things that they try to do, they try to take my baby from me, have me out in the streets, hoping that I would have been out there mentally, whatever, and homeless and just gone. It got so deep. I can't even make this up. In 2018, I sat on my balcony and I saw my neighbor. He literally just left. I started seeing these things happen. Like people, when they get ready to leave, I can see that. I see when they get ready to leave, and I have these visions about something terrible that's supposed to happen. And it's like, I don't like it because what am I supposed to do with this? Right? If you don't feel like you're knowing or you're going to say something, you're not confident. I wasn't, because my throat was like shut. It wasn't ready to speak. My heart was like broken and my root chakra was all out of balance. So I don't know these things. But I saw my neighbor walk off that damn balcony and I couldn't make that up. 2 days later, you know what happened? I'm like, I smell a corpse. Oh, he was in the shower. He had a heart attack and he was gone. But he had, his spirit, that thing, his suit, it walked off. It left beforehand. So that's what I saw. And I'll come to find out, okay, that's a seer. I am a seer. I see certain things beforehand and I see things after the fact. So that's just the things that I've endured. But now being able to see those celestials and how they constantly watching me. And then when I be talking now, I'll be like, hey, I'm ready. The one main one, remember I showed you the big one and it got the blues and the yellow around it. That one stays with me. It literally just be here. I got a feeling it's there right now. It's just sunny outside, right? But it gets like this impulse, like pulsating boom, like the light just gets brighter, and it has a weird shape. But when I film it, it turns into the circle, right? But when I'm looking at it with my eyes, it looks like some type of a shape of something. It don't look like what I showed you on my pictures, the camera. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know, but I'm very excited. That's all I could say about it. Like I'm really excited. I sat with myself. I put in that damn shadow work, which is no joke, because when you unpacking things, it's very traumatic. And I know a lot of people be like, oh, you really got to do the work. But you can't just do the work just like that, because that shit will like mess you up. I reached Kundalini last year. I was outside and I'm walking around like a vampire. My skin was glistening like diamonds. I ain't have no oils or nothing on. No, you see me outside and I'm standing under that sun. I'm like glistening, beautiful, shiny, diamond colors all over my skin. But I wasn't ready. I got there and I was freaking out. It was like I was losing my mind. Like all of a sudden, I felt like I fell into a psychosis because I didn't have the assist that I needed at the time to unpack all the things that I needed to unpack to have my chakras aligned properly. So that shit faded. I started losing the diamonds. I'm like, where is it going? Because I didn't be able to go deep and unpack the way I needed to. So once I realized that, I started unpacking properly, working my way up from the root on up to that crown. So now I'm in a place where I can see the deprivation of the natural resources. So my mind is intact. I like to say I'm insane because I know that they use that word and flipped it, because we are to be insane. If you're not insane, you're not with it. So I'm always saying, get insane. Don't be out of whack. Get in there so that you can know who you are. You have to trust your own understanding. You got to lean on you. You got to know who you are. That third eye and that crown, that's all who we are connected to make us know that, we are celestial beings having a physical, fleshly experience.
Can I add something?
This whole thing, I chose those people. I chose everything, like the whole thing, so I could be able to be here right now. And this good, this love still, like out of everything I've been through, for me to still be able to have love in my heart and feel joy and want to even spread love, fuck the holiday cheers, that is like freaking major. That's massive, because you don't see that. People who done been through what I've been through, they are bitter. They are mean. They are miserable. They out there freaking hurting people, because that's what they do. Hurt people.
Yeah.
And I don't like that. I ain't never been a misery love company type of person. I've always been like, let me go isolate, because I don't want you in my space. Like, I need to fix myself. And that gave me that peace that I needed right now. That's why it's like this, in spite of everything that, like, I'm not going well or hurting or being hindered, I feel great. Like, physically, mentally, I love me. Like, I'm joy. I can't even like make this up. You know what I mean?
And that's why I teach all of my clients and my mentees, I teach them, I don't do shadow work. I do a purge and a detox to your chakra system. Because if you don't, when I say, and she's been on my channel, I tell everybody, throw away your shadow book. It ain't got nothing, because you still putting yourself behind you. Where's your shadow at? When you're walking, where's your shadow at? It's behind you. See, you have to go in the inside of you. See, shadow work is on the outside of you, babies. See, that chakra system she's talking about, you got to go in there and purge and detox each one of those chakras.
Yes.
And know why they was messed up. Know why that frequency was off. And know what it means when it's balanced. Okay?
It's definitely an unpacking. It's definitely,
Unpack.
you have to unpack it all. It gets dark. It gets deep. That's why I'm always making videos like, what are y'all dealing with? What you healing? Because I need to know if you actually put some work in on yourself. Because the way that you're talking is just not correlating with no healed person. It just doesn't make sense. And there is a real deep thing. You got to unpack. You got to work. Look, Peace Divine. Look, she mentioned something about the inner teenager a week ago, right? Literally broke me down. This is how you know that healing is a journey, because while I working on the inner child, right, the little young one, I forgot about the teenager. And she mentioned that, and I was like, literally, my eyes started welling up with water, because I said, whoa. I don't think I dealt with her. And she got a sharp tongue. She's ready to tear somebody down. She ready to go fighting and defend herself. She stayed in survival mode. I said, how dare I disregard her like everybody else did? I just started crying. I mean, I literally just I broke down. I had to make a video. And then even in trying to make the video, I was breaking down. And like, oh my gosh, this poor girl. Like, girl, I love you. I love you. I got you. We are safe now. We have what we need. You are loved. You are not being abused. And let me give you some more hugs. I'm going to remind you every day that we are, who we say we are. We are built for this. We're going to keep making it. We don't even need to be thinking about survival. No survival. We thrive in that. Like, I really had to sit with myself and do that, because you can't ignore you got many parts to you. And all of this time and all that shit doesn't exist. You got to remember, compact that shit, because it's still up in here. Your little kid is you, your teenage version of you, your 20-year-old version of you, your 30-year-old version. Yo, we all up in here. And so I had to recognize that. Like, wait a minute, girl. Do you remember who you were? Do you remember who you were? You remember where you went, where you been, how you overcame? No, you just totally dismissed her. That shit was deep. That was deep. Like, true recognition. And it helped me, because here I am. I could have this conversation and talk about it.
Well, I definitely feel like they go hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? The chakra work, the shadow work, we need it all. Like,
Yeah.
don't just use one part of it. Let's just put it all together and just use every tool that we have to get this shit together. You know what I'm saying?
Isn't shadow work basically just like being honest with yourself? Like, be honest with yourself. Look
Be
at your
aware.
actions, figure
Yeah.
out why, maybe figure out what happened, try to fucking heal yourself. Stop being I'm sorry, I'm swearing, but I get
Hey,
passionate.
you good, bro. This is my life. I cuss all the fucking time.
Yo,
I
just
try to watch my mouth.
shadow work. You want to know the secret to shadow work?
What's
And this
up?
isn't to you guys. This is to fucking the world, motherfuckers. You want to know the secret to shadow work? Be honest. Be honest with yourself. Take accountability for your actions.
Authenticity. That's higher than love, really. I be trying to tell people, they don't get it. Authenticity is higher than love, because if you can't be real with yourself, how the hell do you expect yourself to be real with anybody else? How are
That
you
part.
going to love anybody if you're not loving yourself right? You're being
Right.
fraud. You're fraud. You're lying. You're doing that wacky wackadoodle. You out of whack. You got to get
If you
insane.
did something fucked up, when you were hurt and you didn't know any better, take accountability for it. I was fucked up, dude. I shouldn't have done that. And you figure out why. Try to heal yourself. You can do it. You can do it mentally, right? You can take
Yep.
yourself back there, and you can. There are meditations that you can do that actually have helped me.
Yeah.
So,
Some people can't do it by themselves. Peace and love to
Peace and abundance.
Yeah. People
on
love
the
it.
panel. Peace and love
oh,
to
I didn't do
everyone.
this by myself. I did a lot by myself, but I've had a lot of help. I've had a lot of help throughout my life. I couldn't have. I did it by myself in certain ways, but gaining all my knowledge and all my insight, I searched for that shit and I found people, and I'm a lifetime learner. I've never stopped learning, and I will never stop learning.
I had wanted to
So,
come up and talk about. I'm sorry, you can finish. I'm sorry.
I'm fine. Go ahead.
I had wanted to talk about shadow work because I agree with the God on as the host. There's no such thing as not dealing with your shadow. You have to deal with your shadow. I will never let anyone in my chakras, I don't care how much you say you're a healer, I will never allow another human in my chakras because of the experience I had when I allowed somebody in it. That is very sacred and is very vital, and you should not allow anyone in your chakras in that manner. To each his own, though. But I'm a natural shadow worker because that's the parts. It's so many layers to us that some people think once they deal with one part that all parts of them is healed. No, it's not. So shadow work is very essential. I agree, with the host because you have to deal with everything. It's a rabbit hole to everything, and once you take it, depending on your trauma, you have to be gentle with yourself. So when I work with people, that's what you're gonna hear me keep saying. You have to be gentle with that yourself because if you don't, your shadow work is gonna be hard.
Yeah.
But thank you for allowing me on your panel.
Oh,
You're
no
right.
problem.
Gratitude.
Every perspective is needed. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't know one person have all the answers. You know what I'm saying?
And that's why balance is so important, because you can take all these different layers and perspectives, and then you find balance between everything. And
Mm-hmm.
you try to look at every angle, and you just try to make it make sense, and just learn as much as you can, find balance, figure out what works for you, to give yourself grace. That's a big important one that I had to learn. Was I was so hard on myself because of all my childhood trauma and all my 20 my whole life has been trauma.
Me too.
So through this healing process, a big thing for me is giving myself grace. Like, you're allowed to chill. I didn't know what chilling actually was until I healed, and I actually till I cleared my root chakra, and I was able to start really getting grounded, and I started doing the chakra work. That's when I was actually able to not feel anxiety and paranoia in a different, like, something cleared. It was like I was no longer in survival mode. That's what I'm trying to say. So for the first time in my whole life, in November, I wasn't in survival mode. And I haven't been living in survival mode since November. And I'm 36 and a half years old. So, cheers. No longer in survival mode. Go
Congratulations.
fuck
No more
yourselves,
survival
world.
mode.
Congratulations,
No more
brother.
Congratulations, beloved.
I've been in survival mode since I was 12, 13 when my mom had that experience and that nervous breakdown. I mean, I really feel like her nerve system did get a shock because of what happened. But yeah, I've been in survival mode since then, and I'm trying to get out of it now. Like, I'm still there, Like I'm just getting to where I'm getting some type of foundation and security in my life, but for the most part, like I'm just staying in alignment right now, and maybe I'll get there soon. Well, I'm claiming I'm gonna get there soon. I'm speaking it. I am getting there soon. Some things happening. Things are shifting. All that good stuff. So,
Have you specifically done root chakra work?
uh, yeah, I've done some root chakra work. By myself, and like right now, I'm doing practicing semen retention. So,
But the root chakra is going to always be the most difficult one to stay clear. It's because it's the very first one. So you, just as much as you think you cleared it, you will have to keep on doing it because
Yeah, that's why grounding is so important, right?
yes. But I had a mother that had two nervous breakdowns, so I could relate to you. And at that time, when she had them, I didn't even know what it was. My mother had experienced it. I'm sorry, my mother had experienced it, and she had just had a child, my little sister, when she experienced nervous breakdown. So I can resonate with you on that one.
yeah, yeah, that was
So
a
my
traumatic
thought on that
experience.
root chakra, I don't start off with the root chakra. I start off with your earth star chakra. Okay, that's underneath your feet. When you're one with Mother Nature, when you're getting grounded with the actual source of who you are. And see, it goes to your feet chakra. See, the root chakra is just your first physical chakra inside of your body. That's a major chakra. Okay. See, people don't talk about the rest of those chakras as
Right,
inside and around you.
right.
Okay. See, I start them off and teach them about their earth star chakra. I don't go inside of anybody's chakras. I don't even break anybody's electromagnetic field. I allow them to go inside and work with themselves. I just give them the tools to do it. Okay. When I say the chakra system, I know y'all saying the shadow work is needed, but baby, I cut through the chase. I don't take them through the shadow work for the simple fact I send them exactly to the problem. Okay. The problem in you having insecurities from something. Let's get to the root of that something
Nah, he
of
wasn't.
why you feel this way about men. You feel this way about women. You feel this way about yourself.
That's what I thought shadow work was.
Hey,
To me, when I did shadow work, because I did shadow work before I started anything, and it was like I was just going around in circles. I was going around in circles. Okay.
What
I
you just
felt like I was
described,
missing something else.
what you
Huh?
just described, how you clear the chakras,
I
is,
clear them in
is,
all different types of
is
ways.
shadow work to me. So it sounds like you guys are doing the same thing.
Yes, we are. I just choose, like she said, each do their own. I just choose to do the chakra system, and it actually nips it in the bud. Once you start going inside that root chakra and find out, because that root chakra is where your feelings is at, your insecurities is at,
Your fear, your
your
fear.
fear
I
is
was sleeping
located.
outside like
Okay.
10 minutes ago.
So that's where I started that earth star chakra, getting you connected with where you came from. Shadow work, I'm not saying people don't need to do shadow work. I just don't. On my side, I don't teach shadow work. Okay. On my side. Now, beloved divine, she might teach it on her side. I don't teach it on my side because I went through it and there was a lot of holes and loops that I didn't see until I started working with my chakra system. And I started seeing why I kept going around what I call the mulberry bush. Okay, I couldn't get past it. I didn't know where it was coming from, but I knew I had a problem. And I was doing the shadow books. I was writing everything down, but it seemed like it was still something that I was not getting. Okay, and then I started working with the chakra system. Okay, I became a Reiki master, and as I start working through the 144 chakras that's inside of our body, the major and the minor ones that's connected to where everyone is saying the shadow work is, I was able to start healing in a way I never thought I can heal. All my past things that happened to me with the being SA, molestation with my family member. It was so much easier for me to clasp and hold on and release it so easily. It was like when I was doing shadow work, it was like you got to keep writing it down. You got to visualize this. You got to visualize it going out. But when I started speaking certain things, when I started working with my chakra system, removing things that no longer serve my higher self, calling back all my positive, high frequency, high vibrational, powerful, magical energy to my higher self, it changed me forever.
But it sounds like you just didn't go deeper because I guess it depends on how people view
Yeah,
shadow.
that's what I'm, yeah.
Yeah. So I honor that.
Well,
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you something since you were talking because I do believe in the same thing you believe in, like the other chakras. I had an experience, I think, last month, and it just happened again. I looked it up, but I just wanted to hear from you. My feet felt like it was on fire, burning. And it was a beautiful feeling, and it lasted for an hour. But the feet burning, it was like, it felt like, you know how you put your feet in front of a little heater? That's what it felt like. It was heat. And it felt so good, and Spirit told me to stop, and the doctor told me. Spirit told me to stop and observe it, and see how I feel. And it felt good. And it just recently happened yesterday. It started to do it again, and it only lasted for a few minutes, and then it stopped. So that feet burning was like, I just wanted to hear what you got from it because I know what I picked up from it, and it was a beautiful thing.
It is because you was being awakened, baby. A shift is taking place within inside your higher self, babe. You moving from dimension 3, 4 to the 5, 6, babe. You just starting to awaken.
No,
That burning in your feet.
no, I didn't mean to say no. I meant to say when it comes to because when you're talking about the chakras and the dimensions. Back in 2016, I was at the 13th chakra back in 2016. And that just amazed me. And how I knew that is because it's an aura stayed over me. It was magenta color. It wasn't purple. It was
Okay.
like a purple and pink. And when I looked it up as far as the chakras, it was so higher than the 7th one. It was outside of it. And it had said when it comes to the numbers, it was the 13th one. So it was just beautiful. So I didn't mean to say no to what you were saying.
Yeah, I'm not saying that you was on your third, you was in dimension 3. I'm just saying you starting to ascend. It's your awakening.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Okay, your awakening. It's a shift in your energy. It's a shift in your ascendingness. So you're going higher than what you already is. Now I've been in the same position you were, but I also came down and I had to go back up, and that's where it started. Was my feet. That's when I started working with the Earth Star chakra and that feet chakra. Okay, but you starting to ascend, love. Embrace it.
I know it was beautiful. I loved it. I just was like, oh my God. It amazed me because it felt like heat, like real heat. It was at the bottom of my feet, but it felt like I sat in front of some heat. And I know I was sitting in my
And I'm getting chills because it's coming from your solar. See, our solar plexus are fire.
Yes, and my solar plexus always popping. Always pop because I create so much stuff with my hands.
That part. That part. So welcome, baby. You ascending. We're the Palladians. You ascending, love. That's going to be happening to a lot of individuals. But some of them won't even do exactly what you said. Some individuals won't even see what it is about. They go to the doctor, and the doctor go tell them they have what they call that when their feet start burning. Athlete's feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. They go to that doctor. That doctor go tell me it's athlete feet, but it's not. And then when they take that medication or put that ointment on there, it's going to stop the ascension.
Ooh.
Medication.
I did that twice. It happened in 2022. In the live, literally, because my brain, the decalcification was happening. My crystals fluid was like forcing the push of my brain, basically cleansing out that pineal gland. But they not gonna sit there and tell you that, them damn symptom patchers. They just sat there and was like, well, what are you gonna do if we give you an MRI? And then I went to do the MRI, and it was an excessive amount of the fluid, right? Excessive, so much that it was literally pushing my brain to the front part, and it was causing me like extreme migraine. I thought I was about to have an aneurysm. It was so bad. And then when they took me to the when I did go to the MRI, and they seen it, they was all apologetic. They wanted to hurry up and get me into the neurologist. Then she like, oh, we could give you a lumbar puncture. And I was like, wait, what? Because you try to suck out my crystals fluid. And talking about in my back, my lumbar punch. You trying to put me in a freaking wheelchair. Like, I don't know what these people was thinking, but that mess was crazy. And then from that ascension, it went to the ear ringing, and they like, oh, it's tinnitus, right? They don't see nothing. It went from the brain decalcifying to the ear ringing real bad. To all of a sudden, so much stuff happened. Then I got desperate and went to a freaking blood plasma place, and I couldn't get nobody's just over broke after that. I couldn't get nobody's just over broke. They've been sitting here blocking me. I'm thinking it was the name. And then once change the name, but the social still the same. So it was just, okay, you can't do this. We got to use you for something else. Now I start going into this next phase. I'm doing all this research. All this stuff is happening. I'm like, oh, let me just go ahead and really tap into my abilities and stop feeling like I don't know what I'm talking about when I do. You know what I mean? And it's like, now, hey, what a time to be alive. Because yes, I be knowing it. Ain't nobody about to tell me nothing.
It's a great time to be in this frequency. This is a wonderful time to be in this frequency, especially if you know what it is. This is amazing. I mean, especially what I'm seeing and how I feel. It's like amazing to actually look out there and know that what I'm looking at is just frequency and vibrations that's moving real fast or moving real slow. And I'm part of that vibration. I'm part of that frequency. It can't hurt me. It don't matter what comes out of anybody's mouth, what somebody say about me, what somebody put out. Y'all can't hurt me. I'm just like that vehicle when it's driving down that road. Even though you might hit it, it might get dent, but you still didn't hurt that frequency. That vehicle still has that frequency. It still has that it can't be. I can't be touched. And I got that deep inside of my consciousness that as long as I keep doing and ascending and realizing and listening, okay, to what others is saying to me, whether it's a critical conversation or it's an enlightenment conversation, I still have to listen. I don't hear, I listen, because when you listen, you're attacking your ear chakras. And your ear chakras is attached to the pineal, your thymus, and your pituitary glands.
See, the ears like a womb, right? You see that?
That part.
Like,
and when we start doing things outside, like, prime example, if you see something that you want, if you don't think that you can get there, you still down there. I believe I can get anything that I put in my consciousness, because once you put it in your consciousness, you can push it into fruition. And I have. It has been happening real quick, and I'm like, damn. Our teeth is the hardest phosphate. It's a crystal. Our pineal gland, our brain has crystals already in it. We just need to learn how to use it. Especially these color folks.
Now,
baby, we got so much power inside of us. And I know Divine down there, I know she felt her power inside of her many a time.
Of course.
It's time to release it.
Like, we are there. I mean, I'm just like, every day I just keep getting more energy and more energy, and all of a sudden I can't even. I used to be able to take a nap. Like when I bring my Ren to school, I would be able to come home, do whatever, and I would fall asleep sometimes. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? I'm in the house. I'm doing whatever I'm doing. It's my life, right? My prerogative. I don't judge myself. But now I can't even go to sleep. And then if I do doze off, I probably take a little couple hour nap in nighttime. I put them down for they rest. They go to sleep. I'm like, I'm asleep too. I wake back up. I'm up like midnight. My son get off with his job and he come home and I'm up. Next thing you know, I'm up all night. Like I'm a watcher or something. Like I'm on a mission, and I have been catching some things. But I mean, it's just like I'm so energized, and I have like
You're telling my
this.
story. You're telling my
Yeah,
story.
this thirst for
Light
more
worker,
knowledge,
greetings,
this
light
thirst for
worker.
just living, this thirst for just moving forward. Like
The
I
energy.
remember seeing this video about the damn Grand Canyon, and I was talking about Pa's venom, right? And I was like, I ain't there yet. But when I saw the damn video, don't you know, I all of a sudden started crying, and I see myself flying above the goddamn Grand Canyon, and I just immediately started thinking about Pa. Like, oh shit, I gotta get to the Grand Canyon. Now I need to get to the Grand Canyon. This is amazing, but I ain't never felt no energy like that. Like, why would I want to go to the Grand Canyon? I don't know, but now I just know I need to get to the Grand Canyon. Peace, Star.
Peace, Goddess.
I'm just so excited, y'all. I can't even hold you. I feel like every day is getting more and more intense too. Like,
I think our host stepped away.
I got a question.
So light worker, you came on. I think he's wanting everybody to speak. So light worker and Z Energy.
Peace, God. Yeah, I got a question. Did anybody experience like any light body like movement as far as like, you know what I'm saying, channeling like energy where your body just turned into a ship and
Yeah,
you just
I've done that one time, bro, in my sleep. Uh, and
that happened to me last year.
so this was probably like
Oh.
3 years ago, maybe four. And I was asleep, bro, and it sounded like a rocket taking off, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it was like it's like I saw light all around my astral body. You know what I'm saying? And I just heard this like a rocket taking off. But then like it was so powerful and loud and strong, it just made me wake up and come up out of it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
I experienced the
I
same
returned
thing.
back
It's
to
almost like I was there. But when it
yeah,
happened at the time, it's more like it introduced me like it knew my name. It was saying in like a more like it was speaking in like quantum language. You feel me? Then when it
mhm,
was speaking in quantum language, I just got comfortable and I just sat back and it just like mapped out the whole solar system. I could see everything in front of me, and I was like, I wanted to see what was my higher self because I always kept answering. I always had the question. I said, what is my higher self? And it actually showed me. You know what I mean? So it's
yeah,
like once I got strapped in, the ship went light, like kind of like real light, orby light, and it just shot across the whole solar system. And it took me to a vivid, like another universe. It took me to another universe, and it
yeah,
showed me like a planet that was bigger than our current planet. And when I got to that planet, it was just like so black. It was so beautiful. You know what I mean? It had colors I ain't never seen in my life. But
that's
when
celestial.
when I got out, I seen this like giant that had sigils all over his chest, and it was like on like a like a podium or like like a king would.
hmm
It looked down at me. I looked at it, and somehow this face had shape shifted into my own face. You know
Wow.
what I mean? It was like I guess it was just acknowledge me that I'm him and you me type of thing. That's what I was getting out of. And
yeah,
it, like I got the what it was saying and laughed at me. It's almost like it gave me a gift before I left. It was like it just stood up and you just gave me like some kind of quantum like language, and it hit me with some energy, and it sent me back home. So when I got home, I noticed that my body was like real tired, and I was like drained or whatever. And I saw something else on somebody live, like if you ever experienced that, you not a it's like almost like you can't stay there so long. You feel me? Because it's like they being in that type of environment, it's almost like it's too much for your body. You know what I mean? So that was like one of my biggest experience right there. That was happened last year.
Yeah, that's dope, bro. I'm glad you shared that because I've never heard anybody else talk about it, but I did experience it for a split second or two, and it was just like it was so shocking that I came back into my physical, and I woke up. But yeah, I shared it with a few people, but not many.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's definitely you traveling in that Merkaba. You know what I'm saying? That light body. Hey, yeah, appreciate you for sharing, bro.
So you on mute. You muted.
Yeah.
You was on the planet of Nibiru.
Mm.
That's
Okay.
what that was.
I'm going to tell you how I know.
Mm-hmm.
When the solar eclipse came, 14 days before the solar eclipse, I was laying in my bed, and 4 beings came to my back door. First of all, I didn't know they was beings. I heard somebody hammer it on my window in my bedroom, like somebody was putting something up. So I'm like, what? Who is out on? And this is like at nighttime. So I get up and I open up my door, and it was 4 beings there. It was 2 elders, and there was 2 younger ones. They weren't elder. They were like maybe around all of our ages, but the elders stood as tall as this building, and
Yeah.
the younger one stood halfway to where they was at.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And the elder male, because it was a male and a female, the elder male said she actually got up. See, for years I've been scared of who I was and what they were showing me that I can do. And when they left, the actual thing that they was hanging up is exactly what you explained. It had so many wonderful colors in there, bright colors. It was nothing dull. It was just bright. The whole window was just lit up, and then it didn't even cover the whole window. It covers just like I'm sitting here, just the panel that was hanging on my window, and it was so bright and it was so vibrant. Like, okay, I'm home, but I'm in a different home. And then after that, when the actual eclipse happened, as I walked into my home, I can hear electricity. But as I walked to my home, into my home before the actual totality, because I am in the state that had the actual totality, we saw the actual whole solar eclipse happen.
Yeah.
Okay, from start to finish. So when I walked into my home, I heard no electricity. And as I stepped through my door, I called them portals. I call all my doors in my house portals. Okay. As I stepped through the portal of my bedroom door, everything turned just bright white. And all these beings was just standing there with all of these different colors, the oranges, the reds, the purple. And the same one 2 weeks ago, 14 days ago, the tall guy, he was there, and he had on all white, and he had a staff in his hand, and he said, "Welcome home. We're here to protect you." You was on the bureau, baby.
I'm feeling that one. Yeah, because he did have a staff. I noticed that. Majority of them like that. Like they have staff or long hair, or they look different.
That part. Man, when I stared into the eclipse.
Angelic spirit, what's your name?
My name is Divine Priest. That's my angelic spirit, is my actual Angelique, is my actual government name. My product line is Angelic Spirit. That's what you see on my tag.
What do you want to be? What do you want to be addressed as? Angelic?
I am.
Huh?
I am. I just am. I'm not a name. I'm not a person. I'm just am. I'm just here.
Well, if I wanted to talk to you, what do you want? If
You
I
can,
wanted to talk,
you can say exactly what's on the screen. I mean,
uh,
yeah, you can say exactly what's on the
uh,
screen. Beloved.
I
Yeah,
have a
that
story that I want
out.
your insight on because I've never been able to get insight on it my whole life.
On
Really?
which one?
On constant
I
line.
have a story that I want to share that I want your insight on.
Go for it, beloved.
All right. So I would say this was about 5, 6 years ago. I'm sleeping. I have a long history of, lucid dreaming, astral projection, all that stuff. I'm very good at deciphering my dreams right when I wake up. I'm very good at remembering my dreams. Um, I can slip into lucid dreams when I want to. I learned that when I was depressed and sleeping a lot. That's when I learned how to master that. And um, so about 6 years ago, I'm sleeping and I get pulled out of my bed, my astral body, through my wall out into the driveway by two beings. And then I see a 9 foot tall, slender lady, and this is all in like black and white ethereal theme, okay? Because I'm in my astral body. So I'm laying on my back, can't really move, and these two men workers, whatever they were, started like pumping me with something, and they start like. And then my initial thought was, okay, I guess I'm dying because I thought they were killing me. And then when I didn't die, I was like, all right, I'm not dying. Like I'm actually gaining from this. And then I'm like, all right, they're helping me. So then I'm laying on the ground and I still can't move. And then this 9 foot ethereal lady, slender like Avatar, wearing a Egyptian headdress and mask. And I telepathically said, who are you? And then she said, Thothi's daughter, which I resonate with Thoth, and I resonate with gods, and then whatever. So she said, Thothi's daughter. And then I telepathically said, are you helping me? And then she said, yes. And then she walked away, and then they put me back in my body.
Okay. So you actually went under. So you was in the Atlanteans.
Yeah, so I looked her up after Sishat, or however you say it. I looked her up, and
You the Water Federation. You're part of that. You was under. Jupiter. Okay, everybody think Jupiter's up. Jupiter's down. Okay, you that was the Water Federation. So, you over there in the Atlanteans.
I resonate hard with Thoth and Yeshua and the Egyptians, and I resonate hard with that area.
But though he's up here for you, cause see, oh my God, the Atlanteans. Okay, do y'all know about the Atlanteans? Okay,
Yeah.
y'all need the. It's a book out there that talks about the Atlanteans. Okay, so they're the Water Federation. Okay,
Yeah.
so we have the Cosmic Federations up here, and we have the water down here. Okay, see, they pulled you out to breathe life back into you. The
Yeah, 'cause
correct.
I was like, they were like giving me, they were like definitely pumping like light and spirit and love into me for sure, giving me energy.
That part. The Atlanteans is where, okay, the ancestors of exactly who you just said, Elegba, Eshu, okay, this is where they all are at. This is where they located. The Atlanteans is underneath there, but Thor was the top over there in the Atlantic Ocean. Okay, a couple of months ago, they just had a hurricane that actually woke up one of the spirits that's in that water over there. Okay, and I can't say too much on it because last time I was talking about it, FEMA popped up on the screen. Okay, you are part of the Water Federation.
Let me see.
That means that anything that comes to
Yeah,
the animals,
right here in this corner.
you attach to it. They attach to you very quickly.
Yeah, I connected. I can connect to basically.
Yeah, that was just they were just breathing life into you to let you know you're part of that and that you can breathe up here correctly. So you used to have problems with breathing, asthma. You used to have problems breathing when you was a little.
I still have problems breathing now. I actually just got these strips that help me breathe better.
Yeah, you got to remember you can breathe up here. That's what they was pushing that air in, because you almost transitioned a couple of times. They had to come and rescue you, buddy. You got some guardians. You got some guardians that you don't even know nothing about right now. That's working with you.
Oh, I'm extremely spiritually protected. I'm not. I have very high. I am extremely spiritually connected. I have fucking dragon energy. If you know anything about that.
I do. That's over there with Thor. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Dragon from, right?
I done met
What's
my
up?
dragon too.
Calendar up for you so you can know where that dragon is from.
What was that?
I said you need me to pull that Mayan calendar up for you so you can see where that dragon is from. You on that dragon land.
If you want to show me something, go ahead, because I haven't really done my research on it. I just know.
Beloved.
I just know for a fact I have dragon energy. I can tell you that much.
That's why. That's why. 'Cause you weird.
So the goddess got information on dragon energy. I had
That's
a
why
situation like that too.
I like my Yoshi behind me. I actually named him Yoshi.
Look, my daughter just looked at the phone because that's her name. She over here got me buying her. So what is this? What game you got me buying?
Mario.
Tuka Puka. Yeah, her name Yoshi. She like, who you talking to?
I have a giraffe just like that, but mine is a little bit bigger.
Oh, let me show you a picture.
Oh, so Myron Love, you had like
It's
information on,
Mira.
like, dragon? Huh?
It's Mira.
Mira. Okay. Do you have information on like the dragon, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I had a similar situation with an ancient dragon from a long time ago that came and visited me. I was like in a deep sleep at the time. But, when I had awoken up out of a light sleep, the room was so dark. I could hear, I can hear like somebody there, but I just don't know. You know what I mean? So as I was laying down, it felt like my body was just like somebody was just holding it. So when at the time when you know how somebody holds your body and like kind of like you elevating up like you on a like an escalator or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So you remember the movie Godzilla, right? So I just pictured that as like it felt like Godzilla was just holding me and it just raising me up. And when it was raising me up, it was pitch black. When I seen his face, the dragon had bones in his face, and he looked at me. I was like literally like my hair on my back just stood up. You know what I mean? It just felt like I was high in the air, like somebody would be on the top of an Empire State Building. And when he picked me up and like kind of like I guess he was like just like kind of like examining me and like studying me, sniffing me. I don't know what it was. I could feel his breath. I could feel his eyes. I could see everything. And then he had a chain around his neck. The chain was like it looked like something like it looked like something industrialized. And his chain was like kind of like it was like mounted to like it was just following him. But he was big. He was gigantic. So when he put me down, he put me down. I guess he didn't want to scare me no more than what it was. And then he left.
Okay, my ear is buzzing right now, right? This is the Mayan calendar. And as you can see right here, this is America. Okay, that's Mexico right there. And there's Florida right there, the mouth. And this is South America. You see this? That's his nose. He's facing up, but it's connected. Okay? So this is the Mayan calendar that our ancestors went by before this Gregorian crap. So when you thinking about and you seeing that dragon, you got to understand where that dragon came from. And when you speak about how he was a giant, that's because our ancestors were giants. The Sumerians were giants. You can look this up. They have all the giant artifacts, their bones in the Smithsonian and buried in that Vatican through the 5 miles of artifacts, which is ours, right?
That's
That they're
right.
holding hostage. So
That's
when
it.
you dream about your ancestors being these big giants and these dragons, this is why you are being reminded of who you extend from, who you were, and, and who you are to be again, right? Like this is what you witnessed. This is what you seen.
Hmm.
And now
Ain't
here
his
I
name
am
Apophis or
showing you
something like
why.
that, beloved?
How would you say?
Ain't his name Apophis or something? Appophis.
Apopis. You
Yes.
got Apopis, Hayawate, right?
Right. Yeah.
And Cocopelli, Quasiqueto.
These are the dragons.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is who we are. These is our people.
Yeah.
And you even your Oya, right? Your Oishas, you got your Oya, you got your Shango. They all
Yeah.
from this is what it is. That red clay that they protected, that fire energy. This is it right here.
That's it. Ashe.
This what they buried and don't want us to go off. This the cycles. You can see the calendar, the cycle of the 13 months, right? Here you go. You got them. They got them broken down for you. They break them down because see how artistic we were.
Yep.
We were very artistic. We drew everything, and we also have a lot of telepathy, so we didn't need to really talk, even though we spoke different languages and stuff. Don't let me go too deep for you. Go carry on with your what else? What other stories you got?
Let me add something. Okay, so I want y'all to check out this channel. It's called Mud Fossil University on YouTube.
I'm going
Mud
at him, beloved.
Mud Fossil University on YouTube. And he's showing you where the dead dragons and shit are. He's showing you their body. It's like it's giant and it's laying on the ground, but you can see where something happened and it was killed or somewhere it bled out. It was giant snakes, giant animals, period. You know what I'm saying? Giant human beings, all this shit.
Yep.
And he's showing you where they're fossilized and they look like, and they're like now they're mountains and big hills and all that type of stuff.
Is it mud fossils around the world, beloved?
It's just Mud Fossil University.
University. Okay.
What's the
Yep,
connection?
that is what it was. They chopped all our trees down. We lost about 10% oxygen. That's why we aren't as tall
What's
as
the
we used to
connection that
be.
the dragons have with us more than what I'm saying, from a standpoint of like, on a spiritual aspect?
You want to take that?
I didn't hear him, beloved.
I was just asking, what's the the connection that the dragons have with like us? I mean, is it more to it than
We're made out
I know
of
they
them.
ain't.
Like we got that. We have
Thank you.
that DNA, bro.
I know
We
they
have
ain't.
that DNA in us. Like the dust that we're formed from, so to speak, is from them. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta understand, like this planet was theirs once upon a time, and we come from them. Like okay, so if you're dealing with the star seed, right, who created us, they formed us from the clay, right, and that clay has all that in it, all of that. All that DNA from those giants, bro, the dragons, whatever, you know what I'm saying, is in us. So that's the correlation. That's where we relate to them, you know what I'm saying, because it's all connected. Everything's connected.
What's the name of the page you said again? My bad.
Mud
It's
fossil
Mud,
university.
Mud Fossil University.
Everything is connected to us, beloved. Everything that's on this planet, is connected to it. Everybody is not
Facts.
connected like we are. Okay?
Right.
Everybody cannot be connected like we are. That's why we are the most hated culture in the world. Because they know who we are. And if they keep
Facts.
hating us to teach us to hate us, we will never find out about us. Okay? We're the most powerful being on this planet. Most powerful being on this planet. Okay? So
True story.
we just gotta start embracing this power that we have, this fire that's inside of us. It's time for us to release the dragons for real. And it
Yeah.
ain't no joke. It's time for us to release the dragon.
I remember when y'all was talking about some of the stuff that happened to y'all back in the day. So I gotta remind myself that I come from you know, a lot of hurt situations too, because you know, in my younger days, it's like I had a lot of spiritual stuff that used to attack me from 10 all the way up to 25. But then I got used to it at the time. Then I started learning how to, you know, battle my own grounds, because I know when I had these deep sleep at night, you know what I mean? Because I was meditating at a younger age though, but I felt like maybe I didn't open up something. Maybe I didn't, but you know, the attacks I used to have when I was young, that you know, grays and stuff like that. I didn't know how real that stuff was until you know, it hit me.
Right.
And I used to have attacks like out the yin yang. I couldn't even get no sleep or whatsoever. So remind you that when I go to sleep, they used to get out of my sleep. They used to operate on me. They used to do all kind of little hateful things, and you name it. It's almost like a surgery. It's almost like like you in surgery, and like somebody just trying to seal you up where you don't have no identity. So I was going through this all the way up to, you know, 25, and I got tired of it one day. You know what I mean? Because I was like, you know, I couldn't discuss that with nobody. Everybody think you crazy. And you know, when you discuss that with your family, you be like, "Oh man, you just going crazy. Maybe just such and such a blase." You know what I mean? So I just learned not to just speak it to nobody, just keep it to myself. And on this particular night that I was getting operated on, it felt like they was trying so hard that like they was trying to like hit some like information out of me or something. I don't know what it was. But it's like they out of everybody that it happened to in my family, I said, why me out of all the time? But it's almost like they didn't care. It's like one particular night, it's like when they came to me, it's like, we need you. You know what I mean? They kept operating on me and stuff like that. But this particular day, I asked for one of my ancestors to come through and protect me, because I ain't even know where the protection gonna come from. I felt like a canine just came into the room, shut everything down. The energy was so disturbing, but like it's like his energy came into the room, he shut everything down. It's almost like I think he was just trying to make sure I was all right. You know what I mean? So it shut the whole room down. The whole room, like he had like a purple aura to himself, and he just like. It's almost like he defended me, and I ain't had no more attacks after that.
Beloved host, do you mind if I ask a question?
No, I don't mind.
Okay, so what if, because I've experienced what I thought, now that I'm sitting here listening to everybody's story, because we keep saying these evil deities or these evil things was doing this to us as we was young. What if we're looking at it as they was actually trying to awaken us at that age, so we wouldn't be at this point trying to figure out what happened? Y'all see what I'm saying? Because everything has been so flipped upside down.
Right. I
So
mean,
what if they was
looking back at it, I can see that, but at the same time, I just look at what happened with my mom. You know what I'm
It
saying?
just
right?
felt like pain to me.
And
Yeah, I just
like
see
she,
it.
and not only like she was about to unalive us, me and my siblings. You know what I'm saying? Because whatever this was that had taken over her was not nice. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only reason I say that. You know what I'm saying? Like it had to be the ops. But I feel like Source allowed that to happen to kind of spark my awakening, but I don't think that was like anything good. You know what I'm saying? That whatever that entity was. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the
Yeah.
entity in her, no. But the way that it like you just said, to spark you.
Right, right.
You see what I'm
But
saying?
that would kind of jump back to the understanding of oneself and knowing that we are creation. So,
Right.
what part did you choose to have her play in your vessel's life for your experience, right? Because
Right.
some of these things, and then also we have to also take account for the supernatural side of this realm that we are on, that we were told for so long to disregard and look at as if it was not real, when in fact it was and is. So were you being attacked? Or was your mom being attacked? Did somebody throw a hex on her? Did they try to stir her to a place where she
That part.
looked like she was going insane? You know what I'm saying? And then the whole thing would be lost. Y'all all would be taken out because somebody might have wanted to wipe out that line specifically, right? Like we gotta really look deep into this and can't
That's
just
what I was.
overlook it
That's what
because
I was thinking.
supernatural is real.
Yeah, that's what
That
I was
part.
thinking. I just,
Yeah.
I definitely thought like that's why I was just saying in so many words, like, it was meant to awaken me. And like I was saying I was talking to somebody earlier today before I got on live, telling them a little bit about my story and how, and I told this to a few people, like, I feel like when you're chosen, you know what I'm saying? You gonna go through some things, some supernatural things and stuff like that to help awaken you. Uh, my grandmother, since I was a child, has always been talking to me about the spiritual realm. You know what I'm saying? The unseen since a child. So I know it's something. You know what I'm saying? Me going back and being my analytical self. I was like, so that was meant to try to take out the chosen one. Me through my mother or whatever. You know what I'm saying? This lineage, because somebody knew that
That
this
part.
time was gonna come. You know what I'm saying? Somebody
That
knew
part.
that. Before I even knew who I was, they knew who I was. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it now. But yeah, most definitely.
And I much gratitude to you just now because I literally made a video before I came into your live, and I was like, I'm tired of y'all. Cause what the hell are you chosen for? Why are you chosen? What have you endured? And for you to even speak on it right now is giving me the clarity. See, I be knowing. And I said I'm gonna call on those who are supposed to align with me in the real true tribe that we are supposed to be in. Because again, those people that you thought was your family ain't your family. So we
Good.
walking into the alignment now, and I feel you, I see you, and I'm like much gratitude because this is no joke, and we have endured the most, and even still we are going through things, but standing here and being able to face it, you know what I'm saying, head on. Like I commend you because it's not easy. Okay, it's really not
It's definitely not for the weak.
at
That
all,
that part. That part. That
at
part.
all.
Question, if I may.
Go ahead, bro.
Uh, uh, what is it? Gratitude and peace, everyone. I'm enjoying the chat, enjoying everybody sharing their experiences. It's just amazing how TikTok has brought us all together, and we just followed through with it. It's just amazing. Uh, uh, it seemed like most of us had like some childhood issues, childhood
Yeah,
situations.
y'all mama never own up to that shit. When she
Um,
got some farmers in y'all name, cause she'll get in trouble for that.
Oh,
Huh? Oh, yeah.
I don't even know what this is from, though. None of this stuff. Because
Well, have you ever-
I'm
have you
not
ever-
with them.
Have you ever went to the doctor? They reported you to that.
Oh, okay. So
When you went
I
to
think
the
I know what
doctor?
it's from. Yeah.
Yeah, when you go to the doctor and
What's
you
wrong,
didn't
sir?
pay, huh? I don't know.
This
It's been happens like that all day.
Oh, I don't think he know he on mute.
Yeah, I know. I got my earpiece in, but yeah, my bad, y'all. Just got some stuff happening.
I was like, light worker voice just changed.
My
No,
bad, bro.
I didn't
Go
know.
ahead.
Let me handle
I
your
wish I could
business.
mute myself on here, but
You
I
can.
can't.
What you do is right at the corner. You hit the button. It's a button at the lower corner, and then it'll say mute your mic. So you could definitely mute your mic on the app, especially if you're the host. It's at the lower
Uh,
corner. Yeah.
oh,
So
to
you
say
could
it's more.
definitely
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
and
okay. I
it
see it
might
right.
be an option to mute your
I'm gonna
mic.
come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, you muted it now. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can handle your business. Um. I started with this dream, recently, maybe about 3 months ago. I haven't told this dream to much people, but I was in between worlds. I was, like you could be up, but you're not up. Like you're like almost in
Yeah.
the astral, or you just on that next level. And
Yeah.
so, I'm laying in my bed in this little, I want to say like it's like almost like an imp like. He had like a purple face, like a lavender purple, darker than lavender, almost like a fuchsia lavender face and a triangle chin. But it was an entity. I don't know what it was, but it seemed like he was mischievous, but he wasn't malevolent, if that makes sense. Like it was like one of those things that you can summon to do something for you, but it didn't
Mm-hmm.
seem like he didn't seem like he was, like a foe, because I was asking him what was his purpose. I was up and he was bouncing around, like moving around, and I don't even know how he got in the bedroom, but I didn't feel threatened by him at all. Like I didn't feel like, okay, you know what, I got to watch out for this dude. But I was just trying to figure out, okay, what are we about to do? You know what I'm saying? What's going on? What we about to do? And that was very weird because I never had like an entity that I was able to see come to me. And he was just bouncing around, like walking around and stuff. Like how somebody summoned an imp, or he was, something like um what you call that thing? Like Sabrina the Teenage Witch, and she had Salem or something like that. It was like something like, okay, what are we about to do? It was like, okay, you give me an instruction, I'll do it. But I wouldn't trust nothing like that to do something for me. But it was just one of those type things that just showed up. And that was
Like a
about,
genie.
I I would say more like an imp like, more like
I'm
an
like,
imp.
okay, okay.
Yeah, but I just couldn't figure out. I asked him, was he, what was his purpose? Even though I was in the spirit realm, because I was up and sleep at the same time, if that makes sense, and I was
Mhm.
able to communicate with it, and it was just kind of weird just seeing him, and he had like this long triangle face, and he was like a lavender fuchsia. I would never forget that face. I would never forget it. And he was just moving around and stuff. Like, what the hell you doing in here, bro? That was about 3 months ago now. About 2 or 3 months ago.
Yeah, that did sound like a familiar. I had a
It
few.
do.
Some of them are family members, and some of them are actually other people's family members that I've come across through this lifetime. It's kind of weird, but I don't mind now because I got a set and really like engaged with them. So it's a different feeling now, and I'm just at the point where now I want to be able to see the physical, um the visual of it instead of just feeling them or whatever that is. I can't really explain it. It sounds kind of outlandish, but it's very intimate and warm and sometimes dark, even though I'm dark matter energy, so I don't mind, I embrace it. But it's like it's different. And I really like it because to be told that it wasn't something you're supposed to be engaging in or whatever, and I'm like I'm all for it because It's a part of me. So I embrace them. I embrace them. I truly do. So you
I
should.
think that's the I feel what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? I didn't mean to interject, but I definitely feel what you're saying because I come out of, the strong Christian background and everything was teach not, touch not, this not, that not. But
Don't
then
ask
when you
no questions.
realize and say it again.
I said, don't ask no questions.
Right. But then, in my awakening, I realized that everything is one. You know what I'm saying? And then that's what helped me to embrace so many other things, as I went on in my journey and, just embracing those things and these different concepts or even the spirit realm, because, they would say, oh, the spirit realm is off limits. The spirit realm is off limits. But then I would be in prayer, years ago, I'd be in prayer, and then I would always go out of my body, but it would be unintentional. If I go into deep prayer, I'll wake up in the spirit realm. I'm like, oh no, I'm not supposed to be here. You know what I'm saying? Or, what's going on? Or I have these crazy visions or, these trances that I would go into, and I was through prayer. And so it's, now I'm on a, more alert and awakened. So it's so many different things that I'm experiencing now that I'm not opposed to versus, in the time past, I'll be all, like, oh no, what's going on? Everything is the devil, but now I know like a lot of these out of body experiences are not, you know, evil, they're to give
Mhm.
me enlightenment and things of that nature. But I just been under that, coming out of that layer of fear, and then it just opens up the door for more experiences. Some of them are not the most pleasant. I had a dream yesterday, it was crazy. It was all over the place, but I dreamt that I was facing, it was like 9 entities, right? But they was in the form of Beetlejuice. And I'm like, what? And it was like 9 of them. And in a dream, I took out about 4 of them. I think about 4 or 5. I was knocking them out, whatever I needed to do. And it was just crazy. Just, like you was talking about dealing with the shadow and just coming face to face with things. These are all, everything is one. And so it's, just agreeing with all the stuff that you already been saying and doing the work.
Have y'all noticed that everybody that's spoken, all of us had said something about the number 9?
Yes, we in that completion. We headed to that completion.
This is enlightenment for everybody that's been on here. Beloved host, thank you for putting this out here at this moment because it's very significant.
And there's
It's
9
not,
people in the room.
can't make it up. Can't make it up. It's like
Oh my
we
goodness, it's
full
519.
circle
You
to
see that?
who we were.
You know what? And I didn't even come on here for this. You know what I'm saying? Like I was in here doing the protective job, just showing somebody, showing people how to do that. And then like I was gonna get off. I don't know how long I've been on here now, like 3 hours or something.
I don't know. I've been on here for a minute with you.
Beloved, I was
Yeah.
sitting over here doing these.
Look, that's a
I
nice
made
little.
some Sailor Night earrings.
I was doing this.
Gotcha. Greetings, Mister.
Now,
Yeah, I was
now,
actually because
now
these
I
are
feel,
protection.
now I feel a sensation like right here.
Uh-huh. That's those earrings. They for your crown chakra. The Sailor
Oh,
Night.
shit.
Yeah, now I need to. I've been drawn to get a moldavite. I need to
You
get the
know,
moldavite.
yeah, I sell those. I don't deal with Moldavite though, but I do sell them. I don't deal with it though. I don't
Yeah,
really
I've
need
been
Moldavite.
drawn.
I'm doing what I'm supposed. Yeah, I do sell Moldavites, but I
So,
don't do
let me ask you a
Moldavite.
question. So,
Yeah, those are
what,
intense.
can you show me those again? What are those made out of?
Sailor Night.
So, can you make me some ear gauges?
Look, I like those. I'm
I've
sitting
never
here waiting for my
tried, but
deep
I make all.
copper.
It is made out of copper.
Yeah.
How big is your ear gauge?
00.
Because when I say copper is my best friend, So I
Look,
mean, I got copper, but
I
that's
just
what
ordered
it's
me
made
some.
out of. It'll be copper.
That's cool.
It'll be
You got a
copper.
bell ringing in your ear?
Huh?
Huh?
He said somebody ringing the bell.
No, he said he had a gauge in his ear. Gauge.
Oh,
And he
he's
said
talking
zero
about
zero.
a mystical being in the chat. About to look up.
Look in my pocket.
So, I know what I'm going to look up.
Nuhavu. I followed you, beloved, and I'm gonna send you a message, and we're gonna get together, and I'll get you straight. I'll get you straight.
I followed you
Yeah.
back. I already followed you, I think.
Okay,
Let me see.
I'll get you straight.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm trying to get myself together with my copper too. I try to order something from Amazon. Do you know that they will sit there and charge you, but then don't charge you, and then talk about you need to pay them, and they don't send you your order? I didn't know they do that.
They do that. I don't get my copper from Amazon, baby.
Well, tell me where you get it, because I need to get some.
I get my copper from where the copper people sell it at Lowe's, Home Depot, where the real
Oh,
copper.
okay, let me go there. I could go there.
That's where I get all mine from. Huh?
I'm gonna get me some. I didn't know they had it over there. I'm like 5 miles from a home Lowe's.
This all copper.
That's all I got now is copper on my wrists and my rings.
Yep. Wrist rings on my neck, all copper. My
Yep.
bracelet.
My amethyst is wrapped around the copper on my neck.
Yeah, that's my amethyst on my copper.
Yeah, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
And
y'all,
my
some
necklace, it has
Oh,
my
go ahead.
clear quartz, and it has the blue apatite.
I love the bread.
Yeah, I get you hooked up, beloved. I get you hooked up. I do custom pieces all the time. That's what I love doing, custom pieces. I love to see what my hands go do next.
Yeah, because I'm trying to get into. I'm like, I want to do something else. So now I want to make some stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I need to do some stuff. And that's why I try to order it. I know I was listening to, I think his name's Divine Slip over on here. And he does the tuning forks with the solfeggio sounds
Mm-hmm.
and the
Yeah.
bells. So
I got
it's
a video on that on YouTube.
it's like when how he puts it together, them frequencies. I need to get my own. As my finances increase, I'm gonna go and get my own because those frequencies you can set them to your own bodily frequencies. And he had put this one frequency together. I think it was like a 532 solfeggio with a 518 tuning fork, and then he had the singing bowls. And when he did that, I felt my soul trying to jump. It was like it literally sparking through my suit, and when I felt that, I had never felt that before. It felt amazing, and I was like, damn,
All your lower chakras, all those numbers you just gave me, that 532 is your root chakra.
Well, it felt amazing.
Yeah,
That
that's
root
what
chakra
he was doing.
so warm and protected. Like I was just sparking.
Hold on. Go. I'm sorry for cutting you off, Mirror. Go back over there to that over there. According to science calculations, something should happen. Just a guess. Oh wow, was that
What's
a
that?
solar flare you were showing?
Right?
That's Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice. Oh my God.
You see the smile?
That
Did
part.
you see
Bro,
the smile
what are
in
you
the
trying to
middle?
tell me, bro? What are you trying to tell me, bro?
That
Yo,
part.
it's
No.
lit.
The dragon is out.
Bro, what are you trying to tell me, bro?
He just was smiling at us. Oh my God.
The dragon is out, babies. The dragon is out. I just want to say that.
Yo, you just heard
Dragon
me
is
talk
out.
about 9 Beetlejuices I had to deal with in a dream, bro. You just heard me say that.
That's what made me just.
Nah, I'm
just
signing out.
look
Y'all
it
be,
up, bro.
y'all
So
be
that's
blessed. I'm
happening.
out of
I'm
here.
signing out.
So listen, bro, that's happening right now in live time. They saying Beetlejuice has exploded.
We just did.
In the year of the 9, bro.
We just
What?
seen it.
I felt like I was crazy with that dream. It was
Hey,
9 of them, bro. And
you say you
I was
got
in
about
another
That's
dimension.
so dope.
you say
Yeah, his
you
Sunday
beat up
movie is 525.
you got like 4 of them. It's
Yeah,
426
Frozen.
minutes.
Stand
You
Yeah,
up.
say
you
you
just
got
froze,
about
baby. You went outside, didn't you?
bro.
There you go.
Them,
Repeat what you just said. I'm sorry, New Haru. I'm sorry. So repeat that again. The last few things you said.
I was
Oh,
saying
I
that's
was
happening
outside.
in real time. Hold up.
That's
So that's
crazy.
happening in real time, bro. In the year of the 9, right? So you said it's about 9 of them. So
Yeah,
and
but
it's
they was
like
just coming down like in the dream. Like I was just knocking them out. Boom, boom, boom,
that's so
boom, boom,
so big.
boom.
That's where they got the name from this whatever a star whatever this is. You know what I'm saying? So that just when you were talking about that, that's what they made me think about. You know what I'm saying? So, and we got to know that those are actually beings. Those are not stars. Those are beings.
That part.
Celestial
Ashe.
They
beings.
are
Yes.
alive. They are
Ashe.
alive, bro.
Ashe. That part.
They just told us they were stars. They're not.
That's that part.
And you
That's
know
why
what I
every time
noticed
one of them
about the
fall,
stars? You know what
huh?
I noticed? I noticed that the stars have fallen. I know that sounds crazy, right? But no, the stars literally have fallen. If you outside and you are aware, I'm a person who I star seek and stargaze every night. I take pictures of the moon. I have different phases of the moon, thousands of pictures on my phones. There are those stars that you used to see are not up there anymore. You see now the star constellation. You will see Orion's belt. You will see that Pleiades where it looked like that guy so with the arrow or whatever how that thing is, the horse or something like that. That's that shape with all those stars in that cluster. That's what you seeing now, and then you seeing them celestials, and you look around everywhere. You might see like one single star, like, and then one all the way over there, or one over there. But remember that cluster of thousands of stars? Where did they go? Where did they go? They done
Right.
fell. I don't see them anymore. I don't see them. I think we done taken over. We because this I'm like, wow. Is anybody else noticing that? Because I don't really hear people speak on it too much.
Definitely. Well, the Earth has flipped its axis, right? So that's why we seeing. Y'all know it's 13 zodiac signs. So
Yes.
Ophiuchus is now visible from Earth. So we going through different constellations and shit now. It's different. It's a different sky, if that's what you want to call it now. You know what I'm saying? It's not the same because we're like they told us we just rotating. We doing more than that.
All right,
We
let
act-
me
we actually traveling through through the galaxy. That's
No, what if I told you you never even be moving?
so you think we're standing still and it's just
Yes, you know why? Because it's all because this is all like an illusion for based off of your what you wanted to go play out, right? And I'm noticing that damn I told you I'm always in that sky. It's moves when it's following me, right? It's following me. If I look and I look up, it's right there above me, and then I go walking, it's still there. Did I even move anywhere? Did I ever move? It's still there in the same space, in the same shapes, the same angle and direction. Did I move or did it move? Or did we not? Because it's literally still there right above me. Like it's tethered. Like we tethered.
right,
That's different. I'm only just noticing that within the past few months. Like what the hell? What is that shit following me?
so check this
What's
out.
going on?
I was in 5th grade, right? I was in 5th grade. I couldn't be in 6th grade. I was a youngin, and I never ever forget this dream. I dreamt this when we was living in Bed Stuy. My family owned a brick house. It was a red brick house on Monroe Street between Lewis and Stuyvesant. And so in the dream, I dreamt that I would go outside. I was standing on the stoops. While I was standing on the stoops, I looked at the sky. It was daytime. But every 15 minutes, the sky would rotate, and then I would see the sun go down, and then I would see the stars just come up in the sky. You know what I'm saying? The stars would come up in the sky, but then it'll rotate again. It'll do it. I don't know. For some reason, I just feel like it was every 15 minutes. And then my cousin, everybody was outside being normal, but the sky just kept rotating. You know what I'm saying? But everything was just normal, but the sky would just kept rotating, and it did it. I saw it several times, and it was. I can't explain how awesome that dream was. You know what I'm saying? Just to see the sky just move and rotate. So I would see the sun go down, then I would see the nighttime, but I didn't see the moon. But I just saw the stars just going in little spots or whatever, like one by one, and then it'll just rotate after 15 minutes, and so it was just crazy, man, about how like I guess what the sister was saying about how we're just in one spot, but the sky is just doing all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like it's not what we think it is. You know what I'm saying? And I don't really talk about that dream too often. And I had that dream when I was like in 5th grade or 6th grade.
Hey, remember when we used to go to the planetarium? You remember the planetarium when
I
when
went
you went
late
to,
in life, yeah, but I've been to it, yes, sir.
okay, so we went to I know I think maybe twice I've been there. I was in middle school the first time I went, but the same way that dome is, and you can see like they show you the different stars. I think that's the same way. Like it's being matter of fact, I don't think I know it's being all this is being projected outward, right? We're creating this reality. So she's right. You know what I'm saying? It's not going nowhere. It's just our perception. You know what I'm saying? It's like we create this, so we just the stars is coming from us. The stars, it's all connected, bro. Yeah, it's a big projection, definitely, that we're creating collectively. Mystical being. Yeah, I'm sorry I ain't been paying attention to the chat, y'all. What's going on? What y'all want to know?
Light work, you still in Brooklyn?
Nah, I've been in Brooklyn in a little while.
Where you at now? I left too. I'm down south now.
So
I'm in
we
the DMV.
so we
In
talking
DMV.
about uh different things actually. It started out we were talking about portals. Now we talking about the sky, like talking about dreams, you know what I'm saying? Like pretty much I forgot what it's called, but in the church world they call it prophetic dreams, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of stuff. Oh, our personal experiences, as growing up, you know what I'm saying, and now how it correlates to who we are now. We just we just wherever it takes us, pretty much. We're not on one specific subject. But right now we're talking about the projection, this matrix that we in. What was the fireball we saw and the meaning? What fireball? I must have missed that. Oh, where's my stand at? Oh, boom, there we go. There we go. Perfect.
I just know something's about to take place, man. I had this dream today, right? My body's I don't know which sister said it. She just was saying how she's just been nocturnal. I'm not sure which one said it, but just crazy nocturnal. Spiritual
Yeah,
girl lady said it.
I,
You know,
that,
I
that was Mira.
I've been crazy nocturnal. Not it's not normal, just nocturnal. I was up to like 7 o'clock this morning, 8. You know what I'm saying? I feel more vibrant and alive. I thought it was the quinoa. So long story short, it's just like, man, I just lost the train of thought, but it's just oh, here it is, the dream I had today. Uh I dreamt that I got this job, right? But it said something about the 24th or the 25th. And it said, choose which day you're going to do your orientation or something. And I said, I do it the 24th so I can get it out the way. You know what I'm saying? The guy said it's going to be 14 hours. Ain't no orientation, no darn 14. Not like that in one day. He said it's going to be 14 hours. You know what I'm saying? So you got to listen out for these codes. You know what I'm saying? And so it was like the 24th or the 25th, and it's going to be 14 hours. And so that was the message in the dream or whatever. And yeah, the guy who just gave me a whole bunch of paperwork and stuff. He's like, yeah, but I'm gonna make this happen. I'm gonna make this happen. And it was a toss up between me and this candidate. But long story short, he was like, which day you going to come and do the test? I was like, the 24th or the 25th. He was like, yeah, well, do it the 24th. And I said, I do the 24th. And he's like, well, it's gonna be 14 hours. So it's like something is coming, and maybe these are some final tests that's coming up. Maybe we're about to complete some major things. Maybe we're setting a tone for the rest of the year in January with some things that's going on, and it's still 9 people in the room. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we closing out something. It could be just me, my personal thing, but I'm just sharing it because that Beetlejuice, I got to look up what Beetlejuice symbolizes too, because I'm sure that means something as well.
Yeah, definitely. I was gonna ask this though, since we talking about dreams, right?
Right.
Okay, so is anybody else like experiencing like during meditation where you're going in and out of different realities or realms or timelines? Anybody else?
No, I kind of just been getting like, I was in a final test of, am I going to be reverting back to certain ways, or am I going to continue to press forward? Because I've noticed the people that I've come across or encountered within this last week or so, they've been um aggressive, and I'm also aggressive. I come with aggressive love because I know my mission and my purpose, right? But I'm seeing that some of these people are not, they haven't put the real actual work in, so they're still in that lower level vibration, right? So it's like, am I able to still keep going higher up, or am I stuck in this place? So that was like my final test. I noticed that. But when I'm doing like my meditation and I notice my dreaming, I ain't even dreaming. I'm actually going somewhere. Cause shit, 3 weeks ago I was over there in the Ukraine, helping them people trying to flee from the bombing. And sorry, F1, safe space, but that's what I was doing. Because then I jumped up over here and they was doing something, talking about them damn UAPs trying to distract us from the celestial orbs. And it was the same day. And then I wake up and that's what they was doing over there. So when I asked, and I had posted something, or somebody else had posted something, I was like, yeah, I had this, I went over there. So clearly I know I have another suit, which makes sense with this false time. And, some people be down while some people up. And I'm like, where am I at? And I knew I was over there. I literally was helping them. And next thing you know, they was like, oh, yeah, I had the same dream. And I'm like, but this didn't feel like no damn dream. This feel like I was literally standing there. Only thing different, I couldn't look at my hands. Now, had I looked at my hands, I probably would have been in a Caucasian suit, because that's what I felt like. What am I doing over there? And I was really helping them. And then to see that the next day, that's exactly what happened, that the Russia had did that. So you can't tell me that I wasn't somewhere. I did go over there. But now I'm just in a space where I could feel like I'm going through these different, my body is changing. I feel like I'm transforming. Like, am I turning into a physical dragon, a jaguar, a owl, or a phoenix? What? Because the way my whole body is like, I'm feeling all these types of different things. And I gotta be mindful to keep doing my yogas and my stretching and stuff, because it just feel like You ever seen a werewolf transform from in the bones just start breaking until they completely transform? That's what I'm feeling like right now, literally. Like, and then I told you, look at me, I'm wired. I got mad energy and ready at the same time. So that's what I've been going through.
What you talking about though? That's what I was just asking because I've been experiencing something similar to that during meditation, but it's like it's happening so quick that I'm going here, I'm going there, I'm going there, I'm going, then I'm back. You know what I'm saying? Like all within 30 minutes.
It's crazy.
Hey,
Yeah.
welcome, Aboriginal. You said you've been going through that.
Um, you spoke about the dimension jumping.
Dance.
Greetings, everyone.
Greetings, beloved.
Greetings. I've been doing the timeline jumping, the dimension jumping, and walking through multiple dimensions. I've been doing that for a while, but recently I felt a spiritual rise within me, like something stood up.
Okay. Yeah, I'm listening.
Okay. And also, I was asking in the chat about the Beetlejuice being that you had on the screen.
Uh-huh.
I came in right about the time you were showing it, and I wanted to know what it was and the meaning of it. And you guys were saying to prepare. I didn't get all of the info, so I was just kind of wanting to know about
So,
that.
so pretty much it's supposedly a star, right?
Hmm.
And it's talking about a supernova. They've been talking about it for years now. Like it's getting close to exploding or whatever. So,
Is that the one that's supposed to hit the Earth?
I mean, the energy, but it's like 642.5 light years away.
Okay.
So it's like, it's just the energy from it. You know what I'm saying? That we're going to feel. We're not going to get nothing physically like happen hitting the earth, nothing like that. But we've been talking about this for years and years, at least, especially in the last like 10 years or whatever, 5 to 10 years. So he was mentioning Beetlejuice in his dream, right? So that's what made me look it up. I'm like, okay, because I remember looking it up once before
Mhm.
about the planet. Because I sometimes I look at like different planets and stars and stuff like that, and research a little bit about that. And when he said Beetlejuice like the movie character, I just went there automatically to the actual star. You know what I'm saying? And he was talking about how there were 9 of them, this being the year of the 9, and Beetlejuice just had a supernova.
Right.
So that's what we were talking about when it came to that.
So, what was the preparation in the sight of all of these things that are happening? What's the preparation?
I mean, the preparation is just being in alignment, and being walking in your purpose and getting ready for this next shift or, this alignment that we have coming up on the 25th.
Hmm.
Just keep doing the work. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing the soul session, whatever it is that you've been doing. That's the preparation.
So, how do we utilize this energy from um, the energy of that star that's coming in, that being, that star being?
Uh, what he said is it symbolizes what you say it symbolizes light work, life and death cycle,
Transformation.
transformation, right? So we're all going through ascension symptoms. We're all uh, going through a transformation, uh, and we're becoming our higher selves because that's what we've been talking about. Like actually walking as our higher selves, no longer being at these low vibrational beings that we once were, or whatever, and actually coming into who we are supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? So utilizing that energy just like you would utilize any other energy, meditation, rituals, whatever you got going on.
Okay. I thought it was something like particular that we were supposed to like cue in on, but just the regular keep doing your work and keep vibing.
Follow your intuition. That's all I can say on that. Because we all have our different walks. You know what I'm saying? We all on our own journeys.
Right.
So I couldn't just like pinpoint any one specific thing that we all supposed to be doing collectively, except just utilizing the energy for whatever you're already doing. You know?
Okay. Okay. Well, that's what I wanted to know. I couldn't get you guys' attention. You were on a roll.
Yeah, everybody was talking. You know, everybody was chiming in, and I wasn't paying attention to the chat. So I blame it on me.
It's okay. We got around to it, and we got
So
around to it on time because the information came in at 4:44. So.
it sure did, didn't it? I was
Mhm.
looking at that.
Okay, that's what I wanted. I don't know if I could add anything else to it. If you wanted me to get to move myself down, or
You can go with what you feel you want to do. I'm not like I'm just here listening to everybody's perspective and their knowledge, and we all just sharing. And you know, because it's collectively, this is the move right now. Like collectively, we have to stick together. We have to have everybody has their own perspectives. Everybody brings their own abilities and gifts. You know what I'm saying? Because we're all in this together. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way we're gonna get through this shit.
that's true.
Yeah.
Absolutely, I agree.
So I mean, if you want to add anything, you can.
Hmm.
Nobody will object to that. We had a full panel. Some people done faded out. We've been on here for a while. I think I'm getting off here in 15 minutes because I got some things I gotta eat and stuff like that.
I saw an angelic spirit naturals. She's the one that I know. I saw her in here, and I came in to join the conversation and see what all was going on.
Mm-hmm.
So this is my first time meeting you guys.
Oh yeah, it's been a good live though. I followed you.
Okay, I'll follow you back.
Appreciate you.
No
Yeah, so
problem.
this was a good live. Like I wasn't even planning for it to go like this, honestly. Like we've been talking about all kind of stuff.
Right? I didn't expect it either. I like this.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just so excited and hyped right now. I'm just moving all over the place. I'm just like so excited because I feel it like, and I had already knew. I remember making my video in November, and I was like, the message that I received. I know everybody like this call to talk about spirit, but I speak on my ancestors. So the ancestors, that's who I talk to, and they give me a lot of information. And I was told that everything that I need and everything that I wanted in certain things. I can't even say too much. I gotta sit here and be all quiet, like, oh, woe's me, but not really. It's a place of destruction and chaos, and I'm going to be good in the midst of all of that. Many of us are going to be good in the midst of all of that, but at the end of the day, that's what's ahead of us right now, and we still in 2024, right? Because this is the 11th month, January. That's the 11th month, and then so we're rolling into that completion of the year 9. And as we do that, it's going to be so much more that we are about to see, feel, experience, and witness. You know what I'm saying? And it's not going to be all great, but if you put that work in, you're good. You know what I'm saying? And I see you. So I know you are right. Like you like me right now. We sitting here, we waiting for that comeuppance because I feel it. You know what I'm saying? I know it's coming. It's just like we walking into it. Just keep saying it, and as you saying it, we literally walking in, because that's what I'm doing right now, literally, because I ain't got no choice. It's only up. You know what I mean? If we're already down there raising our frequency, it's up. So that's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm knowing. And that's the video I made. So it's amazing that I had did that, made that video, and to see it now, everything playing out, it's just like, yeah, see, I can't be sitting here questioning myself. And yesterday I had saw somebody in a live, and the guy was talking about the numbers, because numerology, frequencies and numbers and everything, they have a high frequency as well. And he was breaking down the life paths, and I was just sitting there like, damn. I'm rare because I'm a life path one, and it's very rare that I've come across other life paths ones like myself. And this girl was in there, and she just was like, oh, I'm a life path one, but I don't have confidence. And I was like, damn, you need to go heal them hurts so you can free that throat chakra, because what are you talking about? You don't have no confidence. And I know what she meant, because there was once upon a time where I was second guessing myself and putting those people who was trying to, curse me, block me, hinder me, and have me under some damn witchy woo woo mental illness spell. I had their ideologies and their thoughts as the lead to my frontal lobe, my third eye. So I know exactly how she felt when she, but not really, because I was in a whole freaking daze, you know what I'm saying? But that my throat was blocked. And I was quiet too. So I was like, sometimes when I was meant to speak, I didn't speak when I should have. And then I was like lashing out, or not ready, not prepped for whatever situation. But knowing who I am that whole time, even in that being quiet, and to be here now, is like, I wouldn't dare sit here and keep my mouth shut, because I know who I am, and I could stand in any fucking room and be feeling confident and knowing I could speak and know exactly what the hell I'm speaking on. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's where I'm at today. So I don't recommend nobody keep that though. You better go heal them hurts, because we are moving in a time of greatness, and that's for us, because we deserve it. And I know it. Like, I don't think I deserve good life. Don't you? You deserve good life. We got to say that shit. Speaking into existence. Look at that. A red cardinal. Oh my goodness. The ancestors are coming through. They are here, guys. They are here. Let me see her. Oh my goodness. Who is this? Come on. Let me see. Let's see. Look at
Did I
her.
hear someone speak
She's sitting there. Why is it
crazy on Nocturnal lately? Did someone say that?
That was Mirror and Light Work.
Where'd she go?
I know that's something that I've been dealing with for a while. The insomnia, being up late night hours, all
Yeah, I
through.
missed her. She was right here.
Yeah.
Leave here though. I usually had them ravens out here. They always greet me when I come outside.
Oh yeah,
Dang,
they
where she
all
just
look.
go? Yeah, she just flew right past me, a big red cardinal. Dang, that was too slow. My phone was freezing up, guys. So that's what it is. But yeah, look, the snow done melted already.
But hey, y'all, I'm about to get out of here, man. It was good. I might be back on later on. If you see that notification, just tune in. But yeah.
Oh, definitely. Peace and abundance. This has been awesome. Look forward to it. And I know all of the true tribes, we are definitely going to be linking, because it's a necessary for the family to meet up in person. So, yeah,
All
I'll
right.
catch you. Peace.
Peace.